the Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax, Johnson's Car New, and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coats present Fibber McGee and Molly, written by Don Quinn, with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. In our audience tonight, I'm sure there are many business and industrial executives relaxing a bit from a busy day. The greatly increased responsibility of these men in war production is known to all of us. Their jobs are as important, as vital as any. Nearly every large manufacturer is engaged in some part of war work, directly or indirectly. The last time I went through the Johnson's Wax laboratories and plant, I was surprised to learn in how many places there is a need now greater than ever before for protective wax finishes and coatings. Special finishes have been developed for protection against water, weather, and corrosion, for planes, ships, automobiles, trucks, trains, for metals, wood, rubber, and leather. Even special paints containing wax have been perfected. So in many ways, the protective uses of Johnson's Wax products have been extended into manufacturing and industrial plants throughout the country. Any manufacturer having a protective finishing problem related to war production is invited to discuss this problem with S.C. Johnson & Son, Racine, Wisconsin, or S.C. Johnson & Son Limited, Brantford, Canada. We'd like to present several interesting figures tonight. One, those in the stubs of our hero's checkbook. And two, Fibber McGee and Molly.
Heavenly days, McGee, this checkbook of yours is simply a mess.
If you're talking about that counter check for 18 cents that was made out to the public library, I had to do that. I kept the Rover boys on the Mississippi 6 days too long.
Well, there's no counter check listed here for 18 cents.
Now, come to think of it, I forgot to enter it. How much I got in my account according to the stubs?
Well, according to the stubs, dearie, $16,000 and, let's see now. Let's see what it says. $16,482.08.
Oh, yeah. Gee. How much I got according to the bank statement?
Well, you're overdrawn $1.10.
Most likely the correct balance is somewhere between those two figures.
Probably.
Yeah.
Being overdrawn won't help your credit any, you know.
Well, no bank has got any right to jeopardize a man's financial standing with a mistake like that there. I think I'll tell them off. Hand me the phone.
Okay, here.
Thanks. Hello, operator. Give me the 14th National Bank at Wistful, Mert. Is that you, Mert?
Navigator to pilot, you're off your course.
Oh, how's every little thing, Mert? Says, eh? What say, Mert? Your brother. In the guardhouse, eh? Well, he shouldn't have shot it off without orders.
His rifle, dearie?
No, his mouth. What say, Mert? Okay, give me to him. Hello, 14th National? Give me Mackenzie, the head cashier. Huh? What do you mean he's out to lunch? That guy don't eat lunch. They just toss him some fish food once a week.
You better be nice to the bank, McGee.
Why should I be... hello? Who is this? Oh, well, look, Onderdonk. This is Fibber McGee, and you made a mistake in my bank balance. Your figures don't check with mine.
A lot of fuss about a mere $16,000.
What say, Onderdonk? Yeah, according to your statement, I'm overdrew $1.10. Huh? Oh, I thought so. Okay. Says there's a note on his desk about that. They caught the mistake.
Yeah. These are strange times we're living in, dearie. You know, when a bank admits being wrong.
Well, they got no right to do it. Hello, Onderdonk. What's the corrected balance? Huh? Well, I knew you were way off. Okay. Thanks, Onderdonk. Talk about me not being able to add.
Well, what is your balance?
I'm overdrawn $10.01.
Fine, you'll have to stop going in there to swipe pinpoints till you make it up, you know.
No, I never went in there to swipe any.
Who's that, I wonder?
Let me peek. Uh-oh. Sig Wellington from the Bijou Theater.
Oh, well, let him in. I think he's very nice.
Yeah, you think he's nice because he bows and kisses your hand. One of these days, you'll find your ring finger missing.
Now, listen. Mr. Wellington is a very cultivated man.
And I wish I'd been running the cultivator when they did it, too. One of these days, I'm going to get it.
Now, be nice, dearie. Come in. Oh, good day, Mr. Wellington. What a pleasant surprise.
Good day, Mrs. McGee. I trust the occasion finds you in good health.
He trusts the occasion finds her in good health. Rabbit feathers. He thinks he's a regular Chesterfield, and he sounds like he rolls his own.
Now, don't criticize McGee. Remember, you're not any Sir Walter O'Reilly yourself.
Good manners never got Sir Walter anyplace anyway. The last time he bowed, they parted his neck with an axe.
Notwithstanding, may I sit down? Thank you. Notwithstanding, I think my wife Cynthia summed it up very well when she said good manners are the outward symbol of an inward humility.
See?
No, thank you. With cream and sugar, please.
What was it you wanted, Wellington? I'm very busy today going over a lot of bank statements.
Well, that won't take you long, dear. You've got less balance than a summer resort card table.
In that case, I feel that my arrival is singularly apropos, shall we say,
What do you say we do?
Why, Mr. Wellington?
Tell me, has Mr. McGee signed the book in the lobby of the Bijou Theater, clean entertainment for the entire family, bargain rates for servicemen, our ushers do not accept tips while the lights are on for the weekly prize drawing?
Why, we're both registered.
Now, don't tell me we won a prize, Wellington. That I couldn't stand. I've been signed up for Keno, Beano, Screeno, and free China ever since DeMille discovered the bathtub. All I ever won, you could stick under your eyelid, and you could still go on repairing watches.
In that case, my dear fellow, it gives me unbounded pleasure, except that my pleasure is bounded on four sides by the wish that someone else had won, to apprise you that last night your name was drawn for the third prize of $60.
Heavenly days, $60. Won't the bank be pleased?
My God, 60 smackers. You know, Wellington, before you came in, I was telling Molly what a great guy you were. Square shooter. Now you take Wellington, I says. Who's Wellington, she says.
Oh, dear.
Who's Wellington, I yells. Why, he's the finest upstanding as...
You've got that a little wrong, dearie.
Huh?
You simply told me to take Wellington, period.
Well, I meant...
Come now. Let us conclude this affair amicably, my friends. Mr. McGee, on behalf of the Bijou Theater, Sigmund Lafayette Wellington, manager, it gives me great pleasure to present you, one of our patrons of long standing in the lobby, with the sum of $60 in cash, which I seem to have left on my desk at the theater.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my gosh. I'll run down there for you, Wellington, and save you...
Unnecessary, my dear fellow. I shall send it over here immediately by Miss Crenshaw, my secretary.
Harry?
I'd like to, but I can't, my dear. And I assure you, Miss Crenshaw will be right over. Pip, pip, Mrs. McGee, and a pip of a pip to you. Pop.
Billy Mills in the orchestra playing American Patrol.
Well, boy, $60 right out of the blue sky. You know what I'm going to do with it, Molly?
What?
First thing we're going to do when the weather opens up is load up the car and hit the grit for Yellowstone Park. I'll bet
Load up what car?
One of them new post-war jobs I've been reading about in the science magazine. At the barber shop. Made out of soybeans.
Listen, you better take that $60 and buy war bonds. Steve.
What do you mean, war bonds? The war's practically over. Don't you read the papers?
Yes, I do. And from all I can see, the fighting may be going on for a long, long time.
You're just an alarmist, Molly. I tell you that the war...
Come in, General Eisenhower.
How do you do? It's Mr. McGee here.
I'm him, sis, and if it's Christmas cards you're selling, we don't need any. I make my own.
Oh, you'll need a few, McGee.
Hmm?
Some of the cards we got last year have the names engraved on them. You can't erase them.
I am not selling Christmas cards, Mrs. McGee. I am Miss Crenshaw from Mr. Wellington's office. He sent you this money.
Oh, sure. Oh, thanks, sis.
Will you please sign this receipt?
You sign, McGee. I'll count the money.
Okay. This your usual form?
No, I'm usually 12 pounds heavier, but since the shortage of butter...
No. I meant the receipt. Oh, well, Sig wouldn't ask me to sign anything wrong. Here you are, sis.
McGee, there's only $50 here.
What? He says the prize was $60.
It was $60, sir, but he deducted $10 for repairing the screen.
Huh?
He said you got excited one night and tried to save Hopalong Cassidy's life by throwing your umbrella at a cattle rustler. Good day.
Why, that's only $50.
Well, you can still buy 2 bonds at $18.75, McGee, and stamps for the rest.
Yeah, what's good that's going to do that, anybody? $37.50. Who can do anything with that?
Well, multiplied by 100 million people, that's a lot of support. Or are you trading in your citizenship for a soybean convertible?
Now, listen here, Molly. I'm as good a citizen as anybody. Just because I plan for the future is no
Come in. Oh, Dr. Gamble. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Mrs. McGee. Hello, short, stout, and nervous.
Look who's calling somebody stout. You've ruined more scales than a locker room tenor, Doc. Hey, look, Doc. $50.
Very pretty, McGee.
Yeah.
Your life savings, I presume.
He won it in a drawing at the Bijou Theater, Doctor. I want him to buy war bonds, but he's going to use it for a down payment on a post-war car made out of lima beans.
Soybeans.
Yeah. According to McGee, everybody will be raising their own trucks and their own truck gardens. You just toss in a bean and boom, up comes a Buick.
Okay. Scoff if you want to. Deride. But now that the war is about over...
Now that the war is what?
About over, he says.
Certainly. One of these days, Germany will fall apart like a wet donut.
McGee, you talk like a ninny.
Who talks like a nanny? I resent that.
No, he said ninny, McGee.
Oh. That's different. Go ahead, Doc.
I knew that Information Please had never pleaded for your services, but I didn't think you were stupid enough to think the war was anywhere near over.
What's the matter with you, Doc? Don't you read the papers? Can't you see Germany's about ready to fold up? And after Germany, we can bomb the Bajunior out of Tokyo.
He's really a military expert, Doctor. He was wounded in France in the last war, you know. Cut himself peeling potatoes.
Which side were you fighting on, McGee?
What do you mean, which side? American, of course.
Why don't you stay on our side? If a few million people of your type read a happy headline and start sitting back in their unrationed britches, posterity will be doing goose steps for the next 1,000 years. You ought to make a campaign ribbon out of a shoestring for people like you, with a button that says he wanted to fight the war on this. Fathead.
I'm afraid Doc's working too hard. He gets excited about things. I'm going to ask him to go to Yellowstone with us next summer. Do him good to get away.
You better get that new car first. You know, the one made out of jelly beans?
It's soybeans.
Oh, yeah, soybeans.
Boy, they're sure doing wonderful things with that stuff. One of these days, we'll just sit here in a chair and press a soybean button in the wall, and the roof will fold back, and we'll hop into our soybean coolie hopter.
No.
Huh?
You don't mean coolie hopter. You mean Holly Coopter.
That don't sound right either. It's Crowley heater.
No.
Creeley hopper. Well, anyway, they'll all be made out of soybeans. Remember way back when Farmer Rusk back in Chicago used to...
Hello, folks.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Hi, Junior. What you looking so happy about?
I found it for you.
Found what, Mr. Wilcox?
That little dog with the blue eyes.
Oh, where'd you find it, Mr. Wilcox?
Well, look, I went to a nightclub last night, and when I came out, I was feeling no pain, see? and there was this little dog with the blue eyes following me home. Well, I just laughed and thought nothing of it.
Yeah?
So this morning, when I went out of the house, there it was on the porch. I went back in and took some aspirin. When I came out again, it was still there. Gee, I wish you'd take it, pal.
Oh, no, thanks, Junior. Not now. You sure you feel all right now?
It's a real dog, I tell you.
Yes, of course it is. Don't you worry about it, Mr. Wilcox.
You need to get away from things for a while, Junior. How about going with us to Yellowstone Park this summer? We can take turns driving.
Driving what? You haven't got a car, and I haven't enough gas.
Well, he's getting a post-war automobile, Mr. Wilcox, made out of jumping beans.
Soybeans.
Say, what'll they make motorboats out of, Navy beans?
Well, I don't know what either of you are talking about, but there won't be any new cars or any travel next summer for me or you either. You know what I'm telling my customers?
We know what you've been telling them for 10 years, Mr. Wilcox. Is there any difference?
Well, yes, a slight one. I'm telling them this war may be on for a long time yet, so as long as they can't travel, they might as well protect their luggage by giving it a Johnson wax treatment before they stow it away.
McGee says that by next summer...
And I also tell them that with household help so hard to get, they can save themselves hours of housework and time and trouble by waxing their lampshades, windowsills, and floors and woodwork with Johnson's wax. You sure you don't want that blue-eyed dog?
No, we don't, Junior. And furthermore, I don't think there is any such thing as a blue-eyed dog.
Neither do I.
No.
Well, okay. So long. Come on, Blue Eyes.
Junior must have been showing Ramsey the town last night. And hey, mark him down to go with us to Yellowstone next summer. He'll go when he sees things going to shape up.
Yeah, well, now that's us and Dr. Gamble and Mr. Wilcox.
That's it.
If you invite many more people, you better get a trailer, too, made out of string beans.
It's soybeans, I tell you. String beans are no good for...
Hello, Mrs. McGee. Hello, Mr. McGee.
Hello, Alice, dear.
Hi, Alice.
Did we wake you up, Alice?
Oh, no, my dear. I just woke up with a start because I just thought what to get you for Christmas, so I ran downstairs to tell you, but it wouldn't be fair to tell you, so I guess I'll go back to bed.
Oh. Now, Alice, you mustn't get us anything.
Now, Molly, the kid ought to know her own mind, shouldn't she? Gee whiz, nice thoughts like that should ought to be encouraged. What you getting us, Alice?
Well, I might as well tell you. I'm getting you what I'm giving everybody else this year, a war bond. Were there any phone calls for me?
Yes, Oswald called, and let me see. So did Arthur and Kenneth, and who else, Davy?
A fellow named Nittany. I was wondering if he was any relation of a guy I was in vaudeville with named Fred Nittany from Starved Rock, Illinois.
Oh, I don't think so, Mr. McGee. This is Abercrombie Nittany, and he's strictly from Hunger, Oklahoma.
Odd name, though, Nittany. You don't hear it very often.
About once a week on an average.
Well, this man is a man that he's the athletic director at the airplane plant, and he's always wanting me to join the girls' wrestling team. They say I'm the pinned-down girl of the year.
You steer clear of those athletic guys, Alice. Those muscle-bound Romeos think they're showing you a wonderful evening if they can lift the dining room table with their teeth.
Well, I always say that a young girl can't be too careful about what fella she goes out with. And I guess I never told you, but I was terribly disappointed in love once, about 3 years ago.
Oh, you were?
Yes, he shot himself.
He shot himself?
Yes, with a little brownie camera. And when he sent me a print, I was terribly disappointed. He was lying down with a tree on top of him, and I don't like a fellow which he's always clowning around.
Lying down with a tree on top of him.
Maybe he was leaning against a tree and you were holding the picture sideways.
Well, for goodness sakes, maybe I was. Maybe I won't have to send his ring back after all. Well, goodbye now.
The King's Men singing an American medley.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun. march. What do you do when your pack has got your back as stiff as starch? The rest of the army is riding through a triumphal arch. But what do you do in the infantry, brother? You keep right on doing the same as you do in your march. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Praise the Lord, we're not a glowing vision. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, and we'll fight the fray till the victory day. And then when the battle's won, drink to the foe. To every Navy son, here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Sky anchors away, we're sailors of the air, we're sailing everywhere on wings of steel. We'll never yield the blue. Sky anchors away, sky high, anchors away. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles on the land as on the sea. First to fight for rights and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. The United States Marines.
I wish you'd take this soybean stuff serious, Molly. I'm telling you, it's the coming thing. In the post-war world...
Oh, for goodness sakes, come in.
Well, I'll be.
Heavenly days, Mayor Latrivia.
Hello, Mrs. McGee. Hello, McGee.
Well, what do you... Hi,
Oh, my. It's awfully nice to see you again, Mr. Latrivia.
Oh, thanks. It's nice to see you again.
Latrivia. You really look salty in that Coast Guard uniform, kid. Look like a combination of Flash Gordon, Superman, and Brian Donlevy.
And healthy, too. Say, why don't you join the Coast Guard, McGee? Don't you get tired of holding your chest in your lap?
I'm afraid he's a little overage, Mrs. McGee. It's pretty strenuous.
Oh, don't worry about that, Latrivia. I can take it. I got as much wind now as I had when I was 20.
More.
Going to be in town long?
No, McGee. In fact, I hope to be shipped out any day now. This is more or less of a farewell visit. Probably won't see you again for the duration.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry.
What do you mean, shipped out? Who's going to guard the coast if the Coast Guard goes away?
Well, we don't all go away, McGee. Don't forget, in wartime, the Coast Guard is in the first line of duty. We take the Marines and the Army where they're needed and put them ashore. What have you been doing, McGee?
Oh, I've been working on some post-war plans, Latrivia. On account of this thing is going to be over any day now.
Oh, don't talk nonsense, McGee. Nobody knows how long it's going to last.
That's what everybody's been telling him, Mr. Latrivia.
Now, don't you go giving me that expert business, Latrivia. Just because you spent a few hours hanging over the rail of a PT boat.
Say, what is a PT boat?
That's a boat that was donated by the Parent Teachers Association. Ain't it, Latrivia?
No.
Oh.
PT stands for Patrol Torpedo, light draft and very speedy. Those are the boats they say can do 60 knots an hour on wet grass. Don't even need water, just a little humidity.
Well, how many did the parents and teachers donate?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose
They didn't donate any. At least I don't think they did.
Did you ever inquire?
Well, no. I don't go around making silly inquiries like that.
What's so silly about the parent teachers donating boats to the Navy, Latrivia? Haven't you got any appreciation?
Of course I have. Or I would have if I was sure the Parent Teachers Association had donated any. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Well, I don't know why, Mr. Latrivia. I think it's a mighty fine thing to do myself.
I can't understand your attitude, Latrivia. Surely you must have had parents.
And teachers.
Of course I did. I merely stated that PT doesn't stand for parent teachers.
The heck it don't. My sister belongs to them. And I'll bet they'd be pretty burned up if they knew how you Coast Guard guys felt about their generosity, La Trivia. Wait till I tell my sister.
I didn't say anything about their generosity. I only said that a parent torpedo... you said that PT stood for one thing, and I said it stood for another. Why should a vessel donate a teacher, a parent? Why do I let you get me into these things?
Why do you let us get you in? We didn't get you in.
You enlisted, and you know it.
I wasn't talking about my enlistment.
Well, why not? It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. I love it. I merely came in here to say goodbye, and you... Excuse me. You dropped something, McGee.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Just a flock of dough I won at the Bijou Theater, La Trivia.
$50.
Well. There must be a power that watches over me. Hand it here, McGee.
Hand what, where?
The 50. I'll take it.
You'll take it.
What's the idea, La Trivia?
Come, McGee. Don't pretend you don't remember.
Remember what, Mr. La Trivia?
I'll wager, Mrs. McGee. This is December 7th. 2 years ago today, your husband bet me $50 the war would be over in 2 years.
Oh, my gosh.
I remember that, McGee. I remember. Pay off, dearie.
Ah, thank you.
Well, gee whiz. My gosh. Dragging that matter up after all this time.
Well, if you're going to see Mr. La Trivia, what do you need money for?
A very good question, Mrs. McGee. I don't need it. Look, will you do something for me?
What's that?
Take this money and buy war bonds in my name. When I come back after the war, I can use it. Besides, I can't think of a better Christmas present for Uncle Sam. Oh, by the way, McGee, try one of these, will you?
What is it?
It's a sample concentrated sea biscuit a friend of mine is experimenting with. Oh. If it's a success, he'll give the formula to the government. Try it, McGee.
Okay.
You don't like it?
Oh, that's awful.
What's it made of, Mr. La Trivia?
Soybeans.
Spending as much time as I do in kitchens, I certainly take my hat off to linoleum manufacturers. They've really made a big contribution toward keeping our homes cheerful and bright. Naturally, they are interested in having your linoleum give the best service possible. Now, if you ask the company that made your linoleum how to take care of it, you know what they'd say, don't you? First, don't scrub it. Continuous scrubbing wears linoleum out prematurely, breaks it down. Linoleum makers recommend that you protect your linoleum, printed, inlaid, or plain, with a floor polish like Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat. Then it will wear 6 to 10 times longer. The tough film of Glow Coat takes all the wear. The surface underneath is safe. The beauty of the linoleum is preserved and colors sparkle. And all of this is yours with practically no work because Johnson's Glow Coat is so easy to use. There's no rubbing or buffing. You simply apply and let dry. Remember the name, Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is December 7th. It isn't a day we're going to celebrate, but it's a day we're going to remember. Our battleships at Pearl Harbor have stopped burning, but we haven't. So let's buy war bonds and more war bonds this week and every week until Uncle Sam says that's enough. And until he says it, it won't be.
We've got a responsibility this Christmas, too. A responsibility to all our brothers and sons and fathers in service. It's our responsibility to give this Christmas a purpose, and that purpose is victory and security. So give bonds this year, the present with the future.
Good night.
Good night, all.
The appearance of Navy personnel on this program does not constitute an endorsement of our products. The character of Mr. Wellington on this program was played by Ransom Sherman. This is Harlow Wilcox, speaking for the makers of Johnson Wax Finishes for Home and Industry, inviting you all to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night. This program has come to you from Hollywood. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
This is Chicago, WMAQ.
National Broadcasting Company presents, transcribed from Hollywood, The Magnificent Montague, starring Monty Woolley. Edwin, the magnificent Montague, who has dedicated his life to the Shakespearean theater, is today suffering a fate worse than death. He is in Hollywood to make a movie. Even though he has already sunk to such depths as radio, he is Uncle Goodhart, hero of an afternoon program, the magnificent Montague feels that by merely being in Hollywood, he has deserted the theater and sold his soul to the devil. Not even the fact that the picture he's going to make is Shakespeare's Macbeth can soothe his guilty and tortured mind. It is morning in the little bungalow the Montagues have rented in Beverly Hills. Lily, his wife and one-time leading lady, and Agnes the maid are up, preparing for the great man's first day at the studio.
Take it easy, take it easy. The Hollywood residence of Edwin Montague and Lily Boehm of East 61st Street, New York. Agnes the maid on this end. What do you want? Oh, Empire Studios? No, Montague ain't up yet. Huh? You want me to wake him up? At 7 in the morning? Are you kidding? I'm too young to die. Does he like California? He's nuts about it. He hides under the bed all day until the sun goes down, then he gets up, screams, and goes back under the bed. Okay.
Who is that, Agnes?
The studio. They say your husband's due for his makeup and test at 8 o'clock. They're sending a car for him.
Oh, I hope he gets there this time. He's been stalling them off all week. Oh, Edwin is so miserable.
He certainly is.
Now, Agnes, they talked him into doing the picture, and he feels he's committing treason to the New York stage.
That Ham.
Agnes, remember, he's my husband.
Okay, Mr. Ham.
Please, we must help him through this mental crisis. Edwin's never forgiven the movies. He thinks when they came in, it was goodbye theater. And here he is making a movie.
Goodbye movies.
Why, Agnes, Edwin will be wonderful in the movies. Why do you think the picture companies were so anxious to sign him?
Because their backs are to the wall. That big loud mouth of his. The only voice left in the country that can be heard in the movie theaters above the crackling of the popcorn.
Oh, now, Agnes, think. What can we do to make Edwin happy here in Hollywood?
I know. Let's sneak out tonight and burn the city to the ground.
Agnes, dear, if I tell you something, will you promise on your honor never to breathe a word of it to Edwin? If he finds out, he'll be furious.
What is it, honey?
I like Hollywood.
So do I. That's sunshine. Every afternoon, I plunk the carcass down on the patio and let it splash all over me. I tell you, if you close your eyes, it's hard to believe you're not at Coney Island.
And imagine having a little garden. Everything grows so fast out here.
Maybe that's what's bothering Montague. He's afraid his beard will start bearing fruit.
Stop being silly.
No kidding. On chilly nights, I want to put a smudge pot under it.
Now, please, Agnes, don't mention his beard. Hasn't he had enough trouble out here with everybody mistaking him for Gabby Hayes?
Poor Gabby. Poor Gabby.
I wonder when Edwin...
Oh, no.
Edwin's up.
Every morning, the same thing. He opens his eyes, and then he realizes he's in Hollywood.
We'd better get him his breakfast. The studio car will be here for him. Oh, hurry. He's doing his morning vocal exercises already.
The voice of the turtle.
Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Agnes.
Good morning, Gabby.
Down, Agnes, down. Be good, Agnes, or I'll go out in the backyard and dig up all those bones you buried.
Edwin, isn't it a lovely morning? The sun is shining, the birds are singing.
My nerves are screaming.
Edwin, look out of the window. It's midwinter, and the flowers are in bloom. A warm breeze is blowing. The trees are waving.
Ah, yes. All nature seems to have blended into one glorious symphony and is whispering to me, "Hey, stupid, what are you doing out here? Get back to New York."
Boy of the Golden West.
Agnes, why don't you go down to the railroad station and meet a train? Head on.
Edwin, be fair about California. See how beautiful Hollywood looks, nestling at the foot of those purple mountains. All for a camera.
Oh, for an avalanche.
Now, Edwin, be reasonable. Now, try and enjoy yourself.
Lily, I must admit, for the first time since I came to this land of the Nutburger, I'm happy.
You are?
Yes, I reached a decision. Lily, I'm not going to make that movie. We're going back to New York.
Edwin.
We can't go back yet. I'm only tanned on one side.
Agnes, my dear, I will consider it a personal pleasure to be allowed to tan your other side.
Edwin, you're not serious.
Lily, I can't do it. I cannot be a part of this celluloid siren that has lured the public away from the theater of Shakespeare. Abbott and Costello have taken the place of Romeo and Juliet.
But, Edwin, they're counting on you.
Never! The voice of Montague that has echoed in so many theaters the golden lines of Shakespeare, to be or not to be, that is the question, will never be able to say he went that away.
But, Edwin, they're doing Shakespeare's Macbeth.
Edwin Montague and Macbeth with 3 dishes? No.
Edwin, for a man who's Uncle Goodhart on the radio 5 times a week.
At least nobody knows it's me.
Well, the studio is giving you a new name.
I know. Raoul Randolph. Oh, no. I won't make that picture. I want to get back to New York with clean hands. I want once again to stand shoulder to shoulder with my fellow actors of the theater who haven't deserted the stage for Hollywood gold. I want to join their ranks again.
And the unemployment insurance office.
All right, Agnes. Back into your bottle of alcohol.
Edwin, you have to make that picture. You signed a contract.
Never. Let them sue me. Let them take all my worldly possessions.
Some possessions. A bust of Shakespeare and a pair of torn tights.
Agnes, I've always meant to ask you, who do you go to have your head shrunk?
Oh, now, Edwin, be sensible. They're going to make you a big star.
Edwin Montague in Hollywood. This is the end of Bela Lugosi.
Agnes, please keep your mouth closed. They have enough canyons out here.
Edwin, you signed a contract and you're going through with it.
Montague, Montague, what are they doing to you? They're like vultures descending on a dead horse.
A dead horse. That reminds me, breakfast is ready.
Hello, breakfast by Agnes. It's game time. Here's where I play hide-and-go-seek with Tomaine.
Oh, now, hurry, Edwin. The studio is sending a limousine. And don't forget you have your Uncle Goodhart broadcast this afternoon.
The movies and radio, all in one day. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I. Take the mirrors out of the house, Lily. I can't look at myself.
Lucky you.
Agnes, my dove, why don't you go out, find yourself a nice young man, and work out a suicide pact?
Now, Edwin, get ready.
Lily, I can't face it alone. I want you to come with me.
Oh, I can't, Edwin. I want to do some gardening.
Gardening? Her husband's poor body is being broken on the rack, and she is planting petunias. Lily, where's your heart?
Oh, please, Edwin, I'd rather not.
Lily, I understand. You who have remained true to the theater. You who have refused Hollywood offers so many times in our long career. You can't bear to see my vile degradation. Your once proud husband, a movie actor.
Edwin?
Lily, please come with me.
All right, Edwin. I will.
Take my autograph book. You might run into Luis Fazenda.
Oh, there's the car from the studio.
The tumbril is here to take me to the guillotine.
Come, Edwin. Goodbye, Agnes.
So long, honey.
Goodbye, Agnes.
Goodbye, Raoul.
Well, Raoul Randolph, you're here. Welcome to Empire Pictures.
Thank you.
I'm Speed Cochran of Publicity.
This is my wife.
I'm glad to know you, Mrs. Randolph.
Well, I'm not
Mr. Stiles Fenton, Mr. Big himself. He wants me to bring you right in to see him. This way, please.
Lily?
You go in. I'll wait here, Edwin.
Right this way. We'll barge right in. Well, Stiles, here he is.
How do you do?
Raoul, baby, you got here.
Raoul. Mr. Fenton, my name is Edwin Montague. It is a name that is still remembered and revered by thousands of theater-goers. I would appreciate it.
Sure, anything you say, Raoul. Remember, I'm behind you. You're my baby. We're going all out on you. You're going to be a big star. You've got Empire behind you, baby.
Sound good to you, sweetheart? Mr. Fenton, from your conversation, I don't know whether you're planning to make a picture with me or take me to Niagara Falls.
Oh, did you get that, Speed? Niagara Falls? Phone it in to Hedda Hopper. Now, look, Raoul, baby, I want you and Steve to get together on the publicity build-up.
Ever have your name in the papers? For the last 25 years, my name has been a byword in the drama sections of the New York press.
Oh, local stuff, huh? Speed here is going to make the name of Raoul Randolph a household word. We'll make 'em forget does. Take over, Speed. Well, we got to get an angle, see? An angle. Of course, you are a little older than we thought.
I've aged considerably since entering this room.
I got it. Raoul Randolph. Older than Pinza, but he's still got that springtime in his heart.
Great.
That's it. Put that on the teletype. Rush it right over to Luella.
Luella who? Luella who? Look, baby,
Don't even say that in a joke around here.
Oh, what I said.
Are you married, Raoul?
That was my wife I introduced you to. She happens to be the famous Lily Boheme of the New York stage.
Oh, you're married, huh? Well, we'll hush it up.
Hush it up.
Sure, baby. We got to make the housewives feel you're available.
Look, sweetheart. Is this a motion picture studio or a Lonely Hearts Club?
Lonely Hearts Club. Speed, punch that up a little and shoot at the windshield. You might blow it up into a whole column. Things I never knew until now about Raoul Randolph. We got to get a romantic angle. I got it. We'll cook up a hot romance between you and Marjorie Main.
Me and Marjorie Main. I'm dying to see the stove that's going to be cooked up on.
Now we got to get moving on some pictures, see? Did you bring your bathing suit with you?
A bathing suit?
Yeah. I'll take you out on the back lot for some stills for the fan magazines. You know, human interest stuff. Chasing some bathing beauties around the pool. Maybe one of them trick pictures, your head on a girl's body. Shows you're human, not one of them stuffy highbrow actors. We want to get you down to the public level.
Down? I'm practically dragging. My dear Speed, if any picture of me in a bathing suit or my head on a girl's body appears in the daily paper, I assure you the next edition of that paper will feature a picture of your head on a spike over the main gate of Empire Studios, and it won't be strict photography.
Oh, now, wait a minute, sweetheart.
You listen to me, baby. I came out here to appear in Shakespeare's immortal Macbeth. I only considered to do it in order to protect Macbeth from being played by Red Skelton. The picture will have all the dignity and beauty it deserves.
Raoul, what do you think we are, barbarians? This is a prestige picture for us. Why, I've had writers on that script for 6 months, punching up the lines, polishing the dialogue.
Polishing Shakespeare's dialogue. Punching up the lines. Oh, Shakespeare, in your immortal grave, I can hear you spinning now.
Raoul, you're unhappy, sweetheart. Look, you're the boss. Just tell us what you want. You're my baby. Now, are you happy?
Yes, Daddy.
Isn't he a doll? Well, come on, let's get going with the test.
Test?
Yeah, we got to get you in front of a camera, see what kind of makeup to use, how you look. We got to find out. You know, from certain angles, you could look 20 years younger.
I can?
Sure, who knows? With a little luck, we might have another George Raft on our hands.
George Raft, my boyhood idol.
Come on, let's get going. This test is going to be great. You'll be wonderful in it.
Of course, I'm a little unfamiliar with the technique.
Oh, you'll be in great hands. We have Mr. Maylard Fitch, best dramatic teacher in Hollywood.
Dramatic teacher?
Yeah, this way. Maylard's waiting on the soundstage. Through here.
Dramatic teacher. Mr. Fenton, I'm sorry, a baby. I hope you're acquainted with the fact that I've spent 25 years as the country's leading Shakespearean actor.
Just leave everything to Maylard. Through this door. Okay, Mr. Fitch. We can go ahead. He's here.
Hello, Mr. Fenton. And this is Ray Randolph?
The name is Raoul.
Okay, sweetheart. Get rolling on that screen test. I want to see this by this afternoon.
Yes. Well, now, any acting experience, Mr. Randolph?
A little.
I understand the lead in your high school play, PTA minstrel shows, that sort of thing.
That sort of thing.
Well, I'll be frank with you, Mr. Randolph. This thing they're putting you in...
Macbeth.
Macbeth, of course. Yes, indeed, that's right. It's by Shakespeare. Very difficult, and I won't be able to do a thing for you unless I have your absolute attention and you...
Mr. Fitch.
Please don't interrupt. We have so much spade work to do.
Mr. Fitch, I'm sorry. I don't want to lead you on. But obviously they haven't told you. I am Edwin Montague.
Who?
Edwin, or as certain critics insisted on labeling me, the Magnificent Montague.
Yes, well, that's all very interesting, Mr. Randolph, but we have too much to get done before I can possibly release you as an actor.
You will release me as an actor. Mr. Fitch, you are a follower of the drama, and the name of Edwin Montague means nothing to you?
Absolutely nothing, but of course I'm no judge, Mr. Randolph. I haven't been in touch with the little theater movement in years. More interested in professional actors now. Well, shall we get on with it? Let me hear your voice. I want to see if there's anything to start with. Now, say, how now, brown cow? You see, I want resonance, but I'll explain to you what resonance means later. Just now, how now, brown cow? Now, don't be nervous. I won't bite you. Shall we?
How now, brown cow?
Again.
You are a stupid jackass.
Mr. Randolph, as long as you continue these schoolboy pranks, I cannot help you on the rocky road to being an actor.
Mr. Fitch, you, as low and dismal a specimen of humanity as I've ever seen outside of a snake pit, you are going to make me an actor?
Mr. Randolph, it is not my practice to impress students with my theatrical background. I find many times that it overawes them. But in your case, may I acquaint you with the fact that prior to coming to the studio, I had spent 3 solid years with the Pasadena Community Playhouse.
Really?
And before that, I was senior dramatic coach at Hollywood High.
Oh, master, I will never doubt you again.
I should think not. Now we have to make the test. I have selected a scene from Macbeth. You see, it's Macbeth with Lady Macbeth. Now, where Macbeth has just murdered the king and his conscience starts bothering him. Now, you see, in this scene...
You mean, methinks I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth...
No, Raoul.
No?
No, this way. Methinks I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-dee-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. Ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta. That's exactly it. You got it. Now, let's do the test and get it over with. Get the cameras ready. Lights. We're ready, Mr. Randolph. I shall take Lady Macbeth's part.
Oh, no, you won't. No. Where's the door?
Raoul!
Lily, will you please step into the studio?
Lily?
My Lady Macbeth, Lily Boheme, who happens to have played the role opposite to me for 2 solid years at the Belasco Theater on Broadway, where we set a new record to the wild acclaim of all the New York critics.
Well, what is it, Edwin?
Lily, we're doing the murder scene, Act 2, Scene 2.
Oh, no, Edwin, please, don't ask me to do it.
Lily, I know how strongly you feel about movies, but, Lily, this is just a test. You must do it for me.
Oh, Edwin. All right.
All right. On your toes, Lily. This is an event. We, who have performed Macbeth before the most critical audiences in the world, must today rise to new and glorious heights. Today, Lily, we are performing before Mr. Maynard Fitch of the Pasadena Community Playhouse. And Hollywood High. Let the camera roll, Mr. Fitch. We are ready.
Very well. Here are the scripts.
Scripts. Pox on your scripts. Do I, Edward Montague, who spent 25 years steeped in the immortal Macbeth, need a script? Take it away.
Get ready to roll.
We'll take it right after where I, Macbeth, have killed the king and come to you conscience-stricken. We're ready.
Cameras, roll them.
Go ahead, Lily.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways. So, it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does kill sleep.
Murder sleep, Edmund.
A murder sleep. Sleep that ravels up the knitted sleeve.
Knits up the raveled sleeve.
Knits up the raveled sleeve of woe.
Of care.
Of care. The life of each day's death.
The death of each day's
The
life.
death of each day's life.
That's it, Mr. Randolph. Thank you.
And he wanted me to use a script. Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
I'll wait for you out in the hall, Edwin.
Well, Mr. Maynard Fitch, did that come up to the high and lofty standards of drama of Hollywood High?
That was quite an interesting interpretation of Shakespeare, Mr. Montague. However, I personally...
I know. Ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-tee, ta-ta, ta-tee.
Well, Raoul, baby, did Mr. Fitch show you how we do things here?
Oh, yes, he gave me an excellent idea of how you do things here.
Good man, isn't he? He was with the Pasadena Community Playhouse, you know. They had a fight like tigers to get him.
Who was after him? Compton Junior College?
Compton Junior College. Where's Speed? I'll have to have him shoot it over to Sidney Skalski. Here he is. Speed, you got the song?
Right here, Styles, and they're terrific.
Good. Look, Raoul, sweetheart. The boys just came up with some terrific songs for the picture. Want you to run through them. What key do you sing in?
Songs for the picture?
Well, you can't do a musical without songs.
Shakespeare's Macbeth, a musical?
In Technicolor. I told you we're going all out. Get these songs. Wait till they hit the jukeboxes.
Hoo-ha!
What's that one, Styles? The one I like?
From the battle scene.
Yeah.
You mean, I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's foot. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Leon Macbeth.
That's it. Macduff, isn't that it? Yeah, Leon Macduff. Yeah, that's it. Now, here's what you sing. Hit it, Speed. Go on.
Dum-titty-yum-dum-dum.
Baby, I like your style. Baby, I like your stuff. But if you want that love from me, lay off, MacDuff.
Oh,
Got you right between the eyes, didn't it, Raoul?
not quite there.
Oh, get this one. You know, the whole play, Macbeth, takes place in Scotland.
So I had been led to believe.
It's that thing about Birnam Wood.
The immortal line, though Birnam wood become to Dunsinane, and though poles...
Now, get this. You see, as a little Scotch number, you in kilts. Speed. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Though Birnam Wood come to Dunsinane with my lassie by my side, it's a brobrach moonlight.
Oh, no, stop.
I know, Raoul. You don't have to tell me. You want to know if we have a ballad for you.
Yes, my ballad. Where's my ballad?
Wait till he hears this. That's Pete, the dagger scene.
You mean, is this a dagger that I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch this.
That's it. Now get the picture. You standing there with Lady Macbeth on the veranda in the moonlight. And then you sing your ballad. Take it, Speed.
Dum-dum-dum-dum. Is this a dagger that I see before me, or is it you? Oh, Lady Macbeth, come let me clutch you in my arms.
Oh, stop. Are you gentlemen serious?
Surprised, aren't you, sweetheart? Thought this was going to be just another one of those little bee pictures, huh? We're going all out for my baby. Now, for the title of the picture, we're leaving it all up to you.
The title for Macbeth?
Yeah, we boiled it down to two. Do you like this one? Lady Macbeth was a lady.
Lady Macbeth was a lady.
Yeah, personally, I like it. It has dignity. But if you've got a dirty mind, you can make your own meaning.
Fine.
Let me throw this one at you. Lady Macbeth has her fling.
Lady Macbeth has her thing.
Yeah, you know, Scotland, Highland fling. It's too subtle, I guess. It'll go over their heads. Cross that one out, Speed. You see how we do things out here?
Gad.
Something bothering you, baby?
Oh, no, I'm fascinated. Go on.
Oh, wait till we deck you out in that costume, that Texas Ranger outfit.
A Texas Ranger in Scotland?
Yeah, you see, in the first reel, you and Lady Macbeth, we're getting Esther Williams, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the both of you come over to America, fleeing from persecution by the Tsar.
Yeah.
Now, you go west in a covered wagon. A couple of Indian fights, never misses in Technicolor. You hit Dodge City, and you stake out a ranch.
Yeah.
Then along comes Macduff.
Yeah.
A cattle rustler.
Yeah.
You and Lady Macbeth are trapped by him in the middle of the desert. And then comes the climax. Lady Macbeth swims for help.
Yeah, in the desert.
Well, how else are you going to get Esther Williams in a bathing suit? Get with it, sweetheart. Get with it. Well, that's what we're planning to do, baby. Speed?
Yeah, that's it.
Good. Now, may I acquaint you with my plan?
Shoot.
That, sir, is just what I'm intending to do. I shall get into my Texas Ranger outfit, pull out my trusty six-shooter, and shoot you both squarely between the eyes. At my own expense, I will order a tombstone for both of you, and will simply say, "Here lies sweetheart and baby."
Now, wait, Raoul.
Don't rowl me.
Macbeth in Technicolor. Song.
It'll be beautiful.
Beautiful, my dear friend. My apartment in New York overlooks the East River. Every afternoon, a garbage scow passes my window. I assure you, that garbage scow will look like Cleopatra's barge compared to this picture you are planning.
Randolph, this picture will make you.
It has already made me sick. Ill. Do you think by any stretch of your imagination that I, Edwin Montague, will be a part of this technically turkey you are planning to foist on the already punch-drunk movie public?
But, Raoul...
Oh, quiet. I refuse to be a party to this Hollywood horse opera you are going to put out as Macbeth.
All right, we can change it to a prison picture. Hey, Speed, shoot that to Luella.
Speed, here's another piece of Hollywood chit-chat for Luella. Raoul Randolph, alias Edwin Montague, is not going to make what picture for what studio unless it is done exactly as Shakespeare wrote it.
As Shakespeare wrote it? I've never heard of such a thing. Listen to reason, sweetheart.
As Shakespeare wrote it.
Oh, no, we'll be the laughingstock of Hollywood.
It'll lose $1 million.
You have a contract.
As Shakespeare said, so what?
Are those your last words?
Exactly.
You asked for it, Raoul. Raoul Randolph, by the power vested in me by Empire Studios, you are hereby suspended.
No, Stiles. No, you can't do that to a human being.
I'm suspended by Empire Studios.
It's a living death.
You know what this means? You cannot work for another studio until we lift the suspension.
You mean I can't even hand Dr. Kildare a scalpel?
No.
They can't even use my voice in a cartoon?
No.
I can't even tune Gene Autry's guitar?
No.
In other words, you will see to it that I can never work in Hollywood again?
Exactly.
Gentlemen, you have made me the happiest man in the world. East side, west side, all right. Lily, I've got my shirts all packed. New York, here we come.
Edwin, this is ridiculous. We came 3,000 miles, and now we're going back.
But I go back an honest man with clean hands. I have refused to distort. I have refused to spoil my beloved Shakespeare.
Edwin, maybe they'll listen to reason.
Reason?
This is a fine how do you do. Here I am going back to New York without a tan. My friends are going to think I spent the winter in a newsreel theater.
Agnes, the minute I'm on the train for New York, you may bask in the sunshine of my smile.
The sunshine of your smile. That'll be a day. Here are your Hollywood sports shirts, slacks, and moccasins. Where'll I put them?
In the incinerator. Burn them. On the way to the station, I shall fling the ashes into the lobby of Crowman's to high knees.
Hate to leave my little garden. I was just planting my geraniums.
Lily, when we get back to New York, knowing dear Agnes's house cleaning, there will be dirt enough to plant them in my den.
We've rented this house for a month.
The landlord can use the money to finally put a roof on that living room.
Edwin, I keep telling you, that's the patio.
Who cares? We're going back. East side, west side. Come in.
Raoul, baby, you're still here.
We got here in time.
Gentlemen, don't tell me you came all the way here to tell me that you have a new jump tune called Stompin' with Macbeth.
Mr. Randolph, I come with great news.
Tell him, Stiles, tell him.
Mr. Randolph, brace yourself. Here it comes. The suspension has been lifted.
Oh, no, you can't do that to me.
We were fools, Raoul. We hadn't seen that screen test you made with your wife.
With my wife?
It's dynamite. We want you two together. What a team.
We are not going to do that song and dance version of Macbeth.
What, Macbeth? You were right on that. We're not doing it.
You're not?
We've got something greater than Macbeth. We have plans for you and your wife that'll make you the greatest acting team in history.
Oh, Edwin.
Lily, acting together again.
I'm so excited I can't see straight. Our studio has $1 million property. For 20 years, we've been trying to get the perfect couple for it. You're it to a T.
They're perfect.
What is it, Romeo and Juliet?
Bigger than that.
Caesar and Cleopatra?
Don't make me laugh. It's bigger than that.
God.
Wait till this announcement hits the world. Empire Pictures proudly presents Mr. and Mrs. Edwin Montague in...
What is it?
Jiggs and Maggie.
Join us again next Friday night at this same time for another visit with The Magnificent Montague, starring Monty Woolley. Created and directed by Nat Hiken, written by Nat Hiken and Billy Friedberg. Ann Seymour was Lily, Kurt Kelton was Agnes. Included in tonight's cast were Alan Reed as Stiles Fenton, Wally Mayer as Speed, and Jim Backus as Maylard Fitch. This is Eddie King saying stay tuned for Duffy's Tavern, which follows immediately.
The Equitable Life Assurance Society presents This is Your FBI. This is Your FBI, the official broadcast from the files of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Presented transcribed as a public service by the Equitable Life Assurance Society of the United States and the Equitable Society's representative in your community. Attention all homeowners. Please have pencil and paper handy to make notes. In about 13 minutes, the Equitable Society will give full information on its assured home ownership plan. This Equitable plan is a money saver, a worry saver, a home saver. One of the finest services ever offered by the Equitable Life Assurance Society. So be ready with a pencil, for you'll surely want to jot down the address for getting further information on the Equitable Assured Home Ownership Plan. Tonight's FBI file, The Unhappy Medium.
There's no telling how much money is mulcted from the general public throughout the year. But it is safe to say that the figure is well over $1 million a week. That is a stunning fact. And as if to make the situation worse, it is an accompanying fact that, for the most part, The victims chosen by the swindlers are those who can least afford the loss. They prey on the old, the weak, the confused, and they ransack as completely as any set of victorious Nazis looted the shops and homes of conquered countries. There is no geographical center for swindlers, because they are, by reason of their business, nomadic people. They wander, they stop, they swindle, and then they wander again. Their base of operations is in their unusually facile minds, and their swindles range from the ludicrous to the brilliant. But whatever their plan of attack might be, they always have a common cause: to get your money. Tonight's file opens in the large living room of a house located in a western city. A stern-faced woman sits on one of the many wooden camp stools scattered around the room. The door opens, and her husband enters.
Where have you been?
Working.
With a racing form in your pocket?
I just bought it on the way home.
Did you put that ad in the papers?
Sure, it's on the streets already.
What'd you say in it?
Yeah, got a copy of it right here.
Yeah, let me see it.
Sure. Lays out nice, huh?
Madam Roberto, reader and advisor. Are you in trouble or doubt, worried about business, love, health, or family affairs, or anything pertaining to the welfare of your life?
How do you like that pertaining to?
No matter what
Class,
your problems may be, I can help you. Call and consult me for reliable advice.
Well, does that say it?
It's not bad.
Where is Madam Roberto?
I'm in here trying on the new costume.
Oh.
Hey, Elsie, do you want to fix the top hook? I can't reach it.
Turn around.
How's it look?
Very good. Let's put the turban on, see how the whole thing looks.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't put that turban on yet. The earphone's gone underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Al, would you move the crystal ball closer to the closet? The other night the wire was so tight I couldn't turn my head.
I wouldn't mention the other night if I were you.
Elsie, it wasn't my fault if the earphones went out of order and I couldn't hear you. Besides, why didn't Al cue me when the phones went out?
How did I know they weren't working? She's got the mic in that closet, and you got the phones on your head. I can't hear anybody but myself.
That must be pretty dull.
Very funny.
Elsie, when are we going to leave this town?
Leave? Why, we just barely got here.
You've been promising me we'd go to Hollywood.
Oh, stop with that Hollywood all the time.
But what about my career? How am I ever going to get to be a star if I don't get to Hollywood?
Look, Peggy, we can't quit here. I got 12 prospects lined up. Maybe we'll get some new ones from this ad.
You got anything on the prospect?
Yeah. Here's all the dope I could get on them.
Hey, do I have to remember all of that?
No, Elsie will have it in the closet. You just listen. Come on, we better start rehearsing this stuff.
Well, when are they coming?
Post time is 8:30 tonight. It'll be a semi-private meeting like the last one. Now put on those earphones. Let's get to work. Now, Madam Roberto, I have here on these sheets of paper the questions that are most bothersome to these people.
Tear them up, please, and throw them away.
Yes, madam. Now, through the powers she alone possesses, Madam Roberta will peer into the mysterious crystal ball and answer your questions.
I am studying, but it is difficult.
Keep talking, kid.
I hear voices, but they are far away.
Some of you people are not holding hands in a chain the way the madam instructed you.
I'm going over the questions. They're all stiff so far.
I must have help from you if you want me to answer your problems.
Here's a good one. Mrs. H.L.
I see some letters forming. They are spelling out Mrs. H.L. That's me.
Has the madam any message from Mrs. H.L.?
Have her stay after the meeting.
I have a message for Mrs. H.L.
Will Mrs. H.L. please come up to the front of the room?
Oh, yes, surely.
She's ready to be taken. Hook her good.
I am Mrs. H.L.
What is your message, Madam Roberto?
I cannot reveal it here. It is too personal.
Oh.
Please remain after the others have gone.
Oh, thank you, madam. Bless you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, take the hand of the person seated next to you and form the chain again. Madam Roberto, do you have any further messages?
Peggy, brush the rest of them off fast. Let's get to work on the sucker.
Meanwhile, in that same city, At the local FBI field office, Special Agent Jim Taylor is walking over to the desk of Agent Stan Kimball.
Hello, Stan.
Hi, Jim. When did you get into town?
About 15 minutes ago.
Well, I didn't know you were being transferred out here.
Oh, I haven't been. I've been chasing and just missing 3 swindlers for a couple of months now. Every time I close in on them, I find they've just left town.
I know the feeling. But don't look so discouraged. You'll catch up to them.
We'll catch up to them, you mean?
Huh?
Yeah, your agent in charge just assigned you to work with me.
Well, how about filling me in on the background?
Okay. Well, this little trio was wanted in 5 states for larceny, conspiracy to defraud, illegal fortune-telling, and unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. One of them, an Al Watson, he's done time twice.
What for?
Swindling both times. His wife, Elsie, she was acquitted each time for lack of evidence.
Uh-huh.
Now, in this new setup they've been using in the last few months, they have a young blonde girl working with them. She uses the name of Peggy Garvey.
Ah, and you think they're here, eh?
I'm pretty sure they are. The ticket seller at the station in Albuquerque remembered selling them 3 tickets from there to here.
Well, one trouble with trying to find a fortune teller here is that there are a couple of hundred of them spread over the city.
Well, we've got pretty good descriptions on them. Stan, let's get an alarm. Maybe the local police can help us track them down.
Al?
Yeah.
Well, where have you been?
Out doing some checking up.
Well, you've been gone long enough.
A thing like this takes time. I found out what I wanted, though. This Mrs. Lincoln has a hefty gob of dough.
Good. Let's get back to work then. We can't keep the old slob waiting too long. Peggy.
Yeah.
Look, I want you to play this like you're already in Hollywood. And this is your screen test.
I will.
Do you remember everything I told you?
I think so.
All you gotta do is remember. It's like Hollywood.
Okay.
I'll be in the next room. Al, you go get Mrs. Lincoln. I'll see you later.
Okay, Peggy?
All right.
Mrs. Lincoln?
Yes.
Come right this way. Madame Roberta will see you now.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry to have made you wait this long, but Madame Roberta has been concentrating.
I understand.
Madame Roberta, do you have any message for this troubled person?
I am listening to the voices in the air.
Queen of the occult, what do those voices tell you?
They say that this troubled person has suffered some terrible misfortunes.
Oh, that's true. So true.
They tell me that there is someone who wishes you great evil.
Yes. Yes, I know who that is.
They say this person who wishes you great evil has put a hex on you and your possessions.
I knew it.
Madame Roberto, is there any way in which this troubled one can be delivered from the curse of her hex?
I am listening. The voices say that if you will bring all your possessions to me, I will be able to deliver you from the hex.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But this must be done within the single turning of the earth.
The madam means that if the hex is to be taken off, it must be done by tomorrow, at the latest.
Yes, I see.
The voices say you are to bring to me all of your cash, because that, too, is hexed.
Oh, I will.
I have spoken.
Mrs. Lincoln, you can go home and sleep tight. By tomorrow night this time, you'll have no more money trouble.
Stan, I ran into a little luck.
Oh?
The Adams Costume Company here in town sold one of our little trio a robe and a turban, but the trail ends there.
Didn't they get any address at all?
No, Mrs. Watson, or whatever name they're using now, came in, picked the stuff up. No alterations, no deposits, no nothing.
Oh, I hope this isn't another close but no cigar deal.
Well, that isn't all. The police located the taxi driver at the railroad station who picked them up the night they arrived here.
Where did he take them?
To the Central Hotel, but they're not there anymore.
Well, they couldn't work to swindle out of a hotel room.
No, my guess is they found a house and rented it. That's always been their pattern.
Jim, let's call on all the fortune tellers alphabetically.
Oh, I wish we didn't have to take that much time, but I guess that's about the only thing to do. Okay, let's get that list we made up and start calling.
Al, where are you?
Shh, I'm right here.
Oh, Well, what's been happening?
The Lincoln dame came here about an hour ago. She had all the stuff with her.
The cash, too?
Yeah, $7,000 worth of it.
Hey, has she been in there with Peggy for a whole hour?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. I've been waiting for them to break it up.
Stick your head in and give Peggy the sign.
I don't want to disturb the deal.
Look, she don't know enough to ad-lib this long.
Look, but honey...
Do as I say, Al. Stick your head in there.
Okay. Mrs. Lincoln,
Please.
where is Madame Roberto?
She went out that other door. She told me to meditate. She said I must have absolute quiet.
Oh, sure. You go ahead, Mrs. Lincoln. Keep meditating. Peggy isn't there.
What?
She left Mrs. Lincoln, went out the back door. She must have gone to her room.
Come on, let's check on that.
She should have stayed with the customer.
There's something funny about this.
What do you mean?
Oh, why should she leave the old dame?
Maybe she ran out of words.
Well, let's find out. There's no one in here.
Are you sure?
Oh, do you think I'm blind?
Hey, look.
What?
Wait. Here's a note on the bed.
Let's see it.
Wait till I read it.
Well, what does it say?
What does it say? She took Mrs. Lincoln $7,000 and went to Hollywood.
We will return in just a moment to tonight's file, which shows how your FBI protects American citizens and American homes. Now, a word about another type of home protection. Protection to make sure a moving man will never come to your home and say,
Gee, lady, seems like only yesterday we moved you and Mr. Wilson into this swell little house, and now I gotta move you out. Pretty tough on you. First, you lose a good husband, and now you lose your home.
Of course it's tough. Nothing tougher. And that's why the Equitable Life Assurance Society created its Assured Home Ownership Plan. This money-saving, home-saving plan combines a low-cost first mortgage with life insurance to give you twofold protection against the two greatest dangers in home mortgages.
The first danger is the death of the breadwinner.
In the Assured Home Ownership Plan, the Equitable Society cancels the mortgage if the owner dies. It's paid off in full. What's more, every dollar previously paid under the plan to reduce the principal is returned to the widow along with the canceled mortgage.
The second hazard in home mortgages is hard times.
The Equitable Society's Assured Home Ownership Plan protects against that, too. During the owner's lifetime, a special cash fund is built up in this plan. It's always ready for use if sickness or unemployment threaten home security. As the mortgage shrinks, this cash fund increases. For example, it can be used to pay off a 20-year mortgage in approximately 15 years.
Last but not least, the mortgage interest is only 4%, and there's a liberal allowance to cover title search, lawyer's fees, and other closing costs.
So all in all, a man is very fortunate if his health, age, income, his home, and its location qualify him for an Equitable Assured Home Ownership Plan. The way to find out if you qualify is to get in touch with your Equitable Society representative. Look in the phone book or write care of this station to the Equitable Society.
That's EQUITABLE.
The Equitable Life Assurance Society of the United States. Now back to tonight's file, The Unhappy Medium.
It is an axiom among those who do not know the habits or characteristics of criminals that there is honor among thieves. As illustrated by tonight's case from the files of your FBI, nothing could be further from the truth. Thieves, and especially swindlers, recognize no such thing as honor, because to recognize it would be to admit that there is such a thing as a code of ethics, as a set of rules by which human beings were better able to live with each other. The swindler cannot allow himself the luxury of a conscience, and without that, there is no such thing as honor. Any thief would willingly and anxiously steal, lie, cheat, or even murder, no matter who it hurt, so long as he gained from the criminal act. And that is as true of female thieves as it is of men, for the motto of criminals of both sexes is the same. That motto is, he who steals and runs away lives to steal another day. Tonight's file continues as the two FBI special agents get out of their car in front of the swindler's house.
This is the place, all right, Stan. Look, they even have a sign on the front lawn.
Well, all this occult hokum is perfectly legal in this town.
Hope they're still here.
Oh, they probably will be. I don't think they suspect we're this close to them.
You never know about this trio. They make their score quick and then move on. Hey, look. Front door's open.
Yeah. Have you got the warrant?
Yeah, come on, let's walk in. Well, if they're here, they're being pretty quiet. Now, come on, we better look around. Let's try this room first. Huh?
Okay.
Hold it. Someone's sitting in the chair by the window. Pardon me.
Oh, please be quiet. I'm meditating.
Oh, I see. We're special agents of the FBI. Here are my credentials.
What do you want here?
Have you seen a man and a woman about 45 and a young blonde girl about 21 or 2?
Oh, you mean Professor Williams and Madame Roberto?
I think so, yes. Where are they, please?
Well, Madame Roberto is in her room. She's concentrating
On what?
on removing some evil spirits from my money.
Ma'am, I think we'd better start at the beginning and get your whole story.
Al, where have you been?
I just went back to talk to the hostess.
You even table hop on planes.
I wanted to find out when we get to Hollywood.
Sit down. When we get there, you'll know it.
Well, there's one good thing about all this.
What?
Once we get to Hollywood, we shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
How do you figure that?
Well, she'll look for a job. Acting. We can nail her that way.
If you hadn't encouraged that acting, we wouldn't be trying to nail her at all.
Are you going to start that again?
Well, you're the one who told her she had talent. You had her right away to that acting school. That fixed everything.
I did it because we needed her.
To run off with 7,000?
Elsie, we'll get the dough back.
I'll get it back. And I'm keeping it. From now on, I'm treasurer.
Well, don't I get nothing?
Yeah. You meditate.
Mrs. Lincoln, when did you first hear of this Madame Roberto?
There was an ad in the newspaper.
I see. What did this ad say?
It said that Madame Roberto would help people to solve their problems.
And you answered it?
That's right. Why are you asking me all of these questions?
Because I'm afraid you've been the victim of a group of swindlers.
What?
Yes,
Jim, there's nobody else in the house. I've looked through every room.
You find anything that might give us a lead?
I didn't look for any clues, to tell the truth. I just went from room to room to see if there was anybody around.
Oh, I'm sure that you'll find you're mistaken, sir. About there being swindlers, I mean.
Mrs. Lincoln, are those papers in front of you yours?
Why, yes. This is the deed to my house, and these are stock certificates I own, and these are my war bonds.
Well, why did you bring them here?
Madame Roberta was freeing them from evil spirits.
Is that all you brought?
No, I brought $7,000 in cash, which Madame Roberta was removing the hex from also.
How long ago did she start doing that, Mrs. Lincoln?
Why, she left here about an hour ago to take the money back to her room. She said she could work better there.
And she left you here to meditate?
That's right.
Mrs. Lincoln, it looks like you've been swindled out of your money.
Oh, no.
We'll try to get it back for you. Stan, I think the first thing to do is start searching this place, see if we can find any lead on where they've gone.
Elsie!
Well, where have you been now?
Down in the lobby.
What were you doing down there? Did you think Peggy was going to come over and meet you?
We'll find her.
We'd better. If we don't, this hotel don't get paid.
Look, I know just what to do. This doll wants to be an actress, right?
Right.
Okay, then. She's got to sign with this central casting place or with an agent if she wants a job.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's not there, we'll check on some of those hotels for actresses. She'd be likely to live in one of them places.
Well, why don't you get on the phone and call up?
I did.
Any luck?
No, but I don't think she'd be stupid enough to use her own name.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what are you going to do then? Go to every place in person?
We'll have to. We'll make up a list of places to check. We'll each take half. Come on.
Jim, the girl's closet is empty.
She must have had her bags packed by the time Mrs. Lincoln arrived.
Sure looks that way.
What's this? Hey, here's a note that was on the floor.
What's it say?
Dear Elsie and Al, I'm sorry to do this to both of you, but I have taken Mrs. Lincoln's money for myself. I know you will both be mad, but my career comes first. I'm off to Hollywood.
Sounds like a double cross.
Yeah. This can only mean one thing. If she's gone to Hollywood for a career stand, she must want to be an actress.
Yeah.
Look, the wastebasket's pretty full. Let's see if we can find anything else in here, huh?
Just dump it on the bed. Oh. Looks like correspondence of some sort here, Jim.
Huh?
Just circulars, though.
Here's a batch of envelopes. Wait a minute. These are addressed to the girl.
Peggy Garvey?
Yeah. Stan, look at these addresses. Albuquerque comes first. I'm off to Hollywood.
Sounds like a double cross.
Yeah. This can only mean one thing. If she's gone to Hollywood for a career stand, she must want to be an actress.
Yeah.
Look, the wastebasket's pretty full. Let's see if we can find anything else in here, huh?
Just dump it on the bed. Oh. Looks like correspondence of some sort here, Jim.
Huh?
Just circulars, though.
Here's a batch of...
Jim, the girl's closet is empty.
She must have had her bags packed by the time Mrs. Lincoln arrived.
Sure looks that way.
What's this? Hey, here's a note that was on the floor.
What's it say?
Dear Elsie and Al, I'm sorry to do this to both of you, but I have taken Mrs. Lincoln's money for myself. I know you will both be mad, but my career comes first. I'm off to Hollywood.
Sounds like a double cross.
Yeah. This can only mean one thing. If she's gone to Hollywood for a career stand, she must want to be an actress.
Yeah.
Look, the wastebasket's pretty full. Let's see if we can find anything else in here, huh?
Just dump it on the bed. Oh. Looks like correspondence of some sort here, Jim.
Huh?
Just circulars, though.
Hey, here's a note that was on the floor.
What's it say?
Dear Elsie and Al, I'm sorry to do this to both of you, but I have taken Mrs. Lincoln's money for myself. I know you will both be mad, but my career comes first. I'm off to Hollywood.
Sounds like a double cross.
Yeah. This can only mean one thing. If she's gone to Hollywood for a career stand, she must want to be an actress.
Yeah.
Look, the wastebasket's pretty full. Let's see if we can find anything else in here, huh?
Just dump it on the bed. Oh. Looks like correspondence of some sort here, Jim.
Huh?
Just circulars, though.
Here's a batch of envelopes. Wait a minute. These are addressed to the girl.
Peggy Garvey?
Yeah. Stan, look at these addresses. Albuquerque, Denver, Kansas City. Hey, these are all the places they've been before. Places where I've just missed them.
Anything in the envelopes?
No. No, but they're all from the same outfit, the International School of Dramatic Art. There's 7 envelopes.
Let's look in the other rooms, Jim. Maybe we can find a better lead there.
Wait, Stan. I don't know if we need a better lead. Let's find a phone. I've got an idea.
Elsie!
Well, where have you been this time?
I'm sorry, honey. I thought you said meet you on the other corner.
I said in front of the drugstore.
Well, come on.
You told me it never rains in California.
You want me to put in a fix with the weather?
I want you to take me to Peggy. Where'd you find her? Where does she live?
Right in that apartment house.
I didn't even have enough money to buy an umbrella.
You'll have enough in a couple of minutes.
Look, are you taking bows? It took you 2 weeks to find her.
This is a big place, you know. Here, this is the joint. Go ahead.
You know what apartment she lives in?
Yeah, right here on the ground floor, 117. Down this way. 11, 13. Here it is, 117.
Just a minute.
Out of the way, you little crook.
Elsie!
Out of the way. Didn't think we'd find you, huh?
Al, we didn't come here for conversation. We want our money. Come on, Peggy, get it up.
I don't know to what you are referring.
Huh?
I said I don't know to what you are referring.
Look, whatever you're eating, swallow it. We can't understand you.
That's diction.
Diction?
We don't care what you call it. Just come up with that 7,000.
I don't know what
The 7,000 you took from old lady Lincoln. Now, where is it?
I'm using it. I need it for my career.
Al, case those dresser drawers.
Okay.
Get away from them drawers.
Let's shift the diction out of her.
Hey, look, keep away from there. That's my money, and
Hey, here it is, right on top. Look, looks like most of it's here, too.
Hey, don't you touch that money.
Don't bother counting it. We'll do that back at the hotel. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Hey, wait, you can't leave me without any...
Step back inside.
What?
Go on, both of you.
Who are you, mister?
I'm a special agent of the FBI. I've got warrants here for the arrest of all three of you.
You got nothing on us.
My guess is we've got enough for you to serve long terms in a federal penitentiary.
Well, honey, now you'll know where I've been.
Al Watson and his wife Elsie were tried, convicted, and sentenced to 15 years in prison for violation of the National Stolen Property Act. Their young Confederate, Peggy Garvey, was given a 5-year sentence and then placed on probation. And thus your FBI ended the careers of 3 greedy swindlers. The clue which led the 2 special agents to the apartment in Hollywood came from the International School of Dramatic Art. Special Agent Taylor reasoned that since the young blonde had gone to the trouble of notifying the school of her previous changes of address, she might do the same thing again. Within a week, the school received the change of address and notified the local FBI field office, which relayed the information. And so, once again, it was not a brilliant stroke of inspiration which closed a file successfully for your FBI, because those inspirations come far apart, and the reputation of the Federal Bureau of Investigation is too solid to have been based on hunches. It was hard work which closed this case, hard work in searching diligently and then following every clue to the logical conclusion, a conclusion which ultimately led to the stamping of a word across this particular file, the single important word, convicted.
In just a moment, we will tell you about next week's case from the files of your FBI. Friends, if you were impressed a few minutes ago by what I told you about the Equitable Society's Assured Home Ownership Plan, if the idea appeals to you of a low-interest rate first mortgage combined with life insurance to protect your home against death and hard times, then I suggest that you get in touch with your Equitable representative. He'll show you exactly what this plan will do for you personally, how much money it can save you, how much added security it will give you. So contact your Equitable Society representative without delay, or write care of this station to the Equitable Life Assurance Society of the United States.
Next week, we will dramatize another case from the files of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. An unusual story revealing the cunning tactics of an elusive murderer. Its subject, extortion. Its title, Student of Violence.
The incidents used in tonight's Equitable Life Assurance Society's broadcast are adapted from the files of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. However, all names used are fictitious, and any similarity thereof to the names of persons living or dead is accidental. Tonight, the music was composed and conducted by Frederick Steiner. The author was Jerry Lewis. Your narrator was William Woodson, and Special Agent Taylor was played by Stacey Harris. This Is Your FBI is a Jerry Devine production. This is Larry Keating speaking for the Equitable Life Assurance Society of the United States and the Equitable Society's representative in your community, and inviting you to tune in again next week at this same time when the Equitable Life Assurance Society will bring you another thrilling story from the files of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Student of Violence on This Is Your FBI.
This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Somewhere in the cold, persistent rain that made the city itself seem a thing of evil, a girl had disappeared, and it was my job to find her. But before I did, I found death and a devil.
From the pen of Raymond Chandler, outstanding author of crime fiction, comes his most famous character as CBS presents The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. And now, with Gerald Moore, starred as Philip Marlowe, we bring you tonight's exciting story, The Black Halo.
For 3 days, an ugly storm had lashed at the west coast from northern Oregon to the tip of lower California. And although it was only noon when I drove up to the sprawling red brick house just south of Santa Barbara to meet a new client of mine, the black that was in the sky and the driving rain that was everywhere left the day bleak and wet and cold. Left it the kind of day that made you feel that logs blazing in a fireplace and a warm, dry robe were the only things that could matter to anyone. But when I got inside the house, Felix Drum, 350 uncomfortable pounds of executive in a wheelchair, who made his living importing perfumes, was very worried. And not about the weather outside.
Marlowe, Julia Perry is gone. I want you to find her and bring her back. And the sooner you do that, the better.
And the more I know, Mr. Drum, the easier it'll be. Exactly who is Julia Perry?
My assistant. Very capable girl, who in the past 6 months has practically taken over my entire business. She handles most of the work from her cottage here on the grounds where she lives.
Mm-hmm.
She also has some little cubbyhole in Los Angeles where she keeps her files and some sample stock.
Do you have the address of that cubbyhole?
If I knew the answer to everything, I wouldn't have hired you. And anyway, it isn't important. Hand me that little bottle.
This
there,
one?
please. Yes.
Oh, here.
Thank you.
When did you last see Julia, Mr. Drum?
3 days ago. Oh, it was 3 days ago when she left on one of her regular weekly trips down to Los Angeles to bid on perfumes. Usually she stayed away overnight, but the Beechwood Plaza Hotel most of the time, and she was back here by noon the next day.
I suppose you've already checked the Beechwood Plaza, huh?
Yes, of course. My man Ruby, the one who showed you in, has called the place a dozen times. But they only know that Julia registered there 3 days ago and hasn't been seen since.
Well, what about the girl herself, Mr. Drum? I mean her background, friends, family, that sort of thing.
As far as I know, Marlowe, Julia has no friends, no family either. She's just a sweet but smart little girl from someplace in Kansas.
Mm-hmm. No beaux, not even nice ones, huh?
I don't think she had the time. You see, when Julia first came to work for me, she wanted to get ahead, and I gave her the chance. She made good.
Mm-hmm.
Today, she's as much my right arm as Ruby is my leg.
Mr. Drum, did you notice anything unusual about Julia's behavior lately?
Yes, and that's the reason I'm worried. About 2 weeks ago, I saw changes in the girl, Marlowe. She seemed less spry, more preoccupied.
Oh?
Yes. I figured it was overwork myself, since the end of the year always means detailed annual reports, so I made no comment at the time.
I see. Tell me, Mr. Drum, what does she look like?
Well, I have no pictures, but she's a blonde of medium height and was wearing a plaid raincoat and a little circle of a hat when she left.
Uh-huh.
Altogether, she's sweet and simple, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Do you mind if I stop in at her cottage on my way out?
Marlowe, you turn the place inside out if it'll help any. Only since I'm certain that Julia's in some kind of bad trouble, you be quick and find her.
Julia Perry's cottage was strictly the 50-50 arrangement that Drum had mentioned, with one-room office and the other living quarters. In the office, I found everything in its proper place, so I moved to the other room. The moment I stepped over the threshold, the white fluff that trimmed the quilted bedspread and the splash of color in the drapes said that Julia Perry had to be something soft and warm. And the half a dozen quietly tailored suits that were lined up in the closet like a squad of soldiers facing right told me that she was also simple and neat. I ran through the pockets of her clothes and all the drawers and closets in the room, trying to find something that would give me a lead that I was sure I had to have. But after 20 minutes, I'd found only a leather cigarette case, a package of peppermint lifesavers, and a maroon and gold monogram book of matches, the cover of which was half torn off so that I could only be certain that the middle initial was a V and that an E or an F were on either end. But since the name and address of an L.A. novelty company was on the inside, I bought the matches as a starting point, dropped them into my pocket, and headed for the door. When I opened it, I was surprised to find Ruby, Drum's right-hand man, purple scar and all, standing in the rain, and staring at me like my ears were spinning.
You seem to be a very thorough man, Mr. Private Detective.
And you seem to be a very nosy one. What do you want?
To help Julia, nothing else. So here's a postcard that came for her this morning. It was mailed in L.A. yesterday.
Yeah? Dear Julia, tried to reach you at Santa Barbara 1181 both yesterday and today, but got no answer. I'm leaving. I'm leaving town tomorrow. As one little girl who fled life in Haven, Kansas to another, I would have enjoyed seeing you again. For a bit before I moved on to who knows where. Anne. Santa Barbara 1181. That the number here?
Yeah. It's Julia's private business phone. Well, what do you think? The postcard any help?
Possibly. Tell me, Ruby, why didn't you show this to Mr. Drum?
I forgot about it until just now.
You're a liar.
Well, it's on account of the postcard was delivered here to the cottage.
Which is no man's land for you?
Yeah, sort of. Mr. Drum doesn't like people who work for him mixing socially with each other.
Or maybe a sweet kid like Julia hasn't got any use for the passes you've been making at her, huh?
Hold it. I like Julia, and even if she don't go for me, anything I can do to help her, I still do, understand?
Yeah, I understand. I'm not so sure I believe. Goodbye, Ruby. It was pushing 5 o'clock and still raining by the time I got back to L.A. and over to the Novelty Company. Once there, I presented the torn book of matches that I had found at Julia's cottage to a bald man with horizontal question marks for eyebrows, and who, at the crinkle of a $5 bill, tore himself away from his racing form long enough to check the files for a set of maroon and gold initials that had a V in the middle. And it was 6 o'clock before I had the answer, which was EVE. And they weren't initials, but the front name of Mrs. Eve Bentley, who lived in a villa at the Swank Sunset Terrace Apartments. And according to the gentleman who said he knew his oats, was a very classy filly. An hour later, I was at Mrs. Bentley's front door, and while I made with the chimes and waited, I wondered just how much a guy who loves the ponies could know about women. But when the door opened, I had my answer.
Yes? What is it?
Mrs. Eve Bentley wasn't beautiful, but she was everything else, including a shimmering yard of gold hair piled high on her head and held in place by a knot of pearls that no Boy Scout ever tied. Her face was wide blue eyes and open red lips on a backdrop of soft, fair skin. She wore a black silk jersey dress that must have been sprayed on. She smiled when I said my name was Philip Marlowe and that I wanted to talk.
Talk about what, Mr. Marlowe?
Julia Perry, ever hear of her?
No, I haven't.
So I'll try again. What do you know about Ann somebody from Haven, Kansas?
Absolutely nothing.
This torn book of matches says otherwise. I found them in Julia Perry's cottage. Julia Perry's missing. I'm a private detective who was hired to find her, and the matches turned out to be yours. Now, may I come in?
Why, yes.
Thanks. Well, Mrs. Bentley, maybe we ought to start all over.
No, wait just a minute, Mr. Marlowe. I may be able to help you. Did this Julia Perry deal in perfumes?
That's right. Now, how did you know that?
Because I just remembered something. And now I'm sure I can explain why my matches showed up where they did.
Just a minute. You know, whenever I'm talking to a beautiful woman, somebody's always creeping around in the kitchen. Who is it this time?
Oh, really, Mr. Marlowe? There's a storm outside, and there are windows and trees. If you put those three things together, that noise could have been a branch scratching on a glass pane.
Or somebody with squeaky shoes and a lot of curiosity. Somebody like Mr. Bentley, for instance, huh?
Oh, I doubt that, Mr. Marlowe. You see, Mr. Bentley's been dead now for 3 long years.
Oh. Yes. Well, you were saying something about the matches.
Oh, yes. This Julia Perry must somehow or other gotten hold of them through my fiancé, Marvin Whitaker.
How does that figure?
Like 2 and 2. Marvin is in the perfume business, ditto Julia. Also, I think he mentioned her name once. Said she was very clever for a girl who looked like somebody's kid sister.
That fits all right. Where will I find said fiancé?
At his favorite bar and grill. But won't you have a drink first, Mr. Marlowe?
No, thanks, Eve. There isn't time. Now the bar and grill.
The Blue Boar.
Blue which?
Boar, Mr. Marlowe.
Yeah.
It's a very English spot over on Wilshire, opposite Arthur Murray's studio. But before you dash, do you at least have a match?
Yeah?
Please.
Whole book of them, honey. Torn cover and all. And I want you to keep them. After all, they brought us together, didn't they? When I got outside, I postponed my run between the raindrops over to Wilshire Boulevard long enough to take a look behind the villa. And there, in a newly planted strip of clover lawn below Mrs. Bentley's kitchen window, I found something which was no surprise. 2 clear prints of a man's shoe. But from there on out, I got nothing more than a lot of rain down the back of my neck. So 10 minutes later, I dripped into my car and headed for the Blue Boar and Eve Bentley's gentleman friend. I located Marvin Whitaker, a handsome, hale fellow well met, in a white turtleneck sweater and riding breeches, behind a hot rum toddy in a corner booth that was pictures of steeplechase mounts against newly antique mahogany. And when I told him that I was looking for Julia Perry, he flashed a lot of glistening teeth at me, insisted that I join him in a warming glass of spirits, and started to talk, gesturing all the time with a riding crop.
Why, yes, old man, I know Julia Perry. In fact, almost did some business with her today.
You mean you were supposed to meet Julia someplace?
That's right. At 1881 Selma Avenue, to be precise. But she called me this morning and postponed the whole transaction indefinitely.
Could you stop projecting long enough to tell me why?
She didn't say. Of course, it's of no bother to me on a day like this. No sane man should be any farther away from a toddy than we are right now. So drink up, old boy. It'll do you a world of good.
Yeah, I bet it will. Look, Mr. Whitaker, one more question. Did Julia ever speak of a girlfriend named Anne? Someone she knew years ago in Kansas?
No, I don't believe she did, Marlowe. Matter of fact, Julia never talked of anything but perfumes. Now drink your drink, fellow, before it's chilled through.
Thanks, but no thanks, old bean. I do have to run, really. It was a 20-minute drive to the address on Selma, and the rain had stopped by the time I got there. The place was one of those once-upon-a-time rooming houses that had been partitioned off into a couple of dozen 2x4 cubby holes, just big enough for the very small businessman to fill his fountain pen in. When I got to the door and asked the scrub woman, who was a lot of wild red hair around 2 pop eyes, for Julia Perry, I knew I was moving in the right direction, because the lady standing in front of me was anything but calm. And more important, she had just heard a pistol shot from the back of the house.
Yes, that's right. A pistol shot not over 2 minutes ago. I'm sure that Perry girl had something to do with it. Because when I come from inside, I saw her rush out down these steps.
Did she say anything?
I don't know. She was gone out of sight before I could open my mouth. But I know it was her on account of that plaid coat and little hat she wears.
Yeah. Now, which room is hers? Come on.
Well, that one there with the light showing under the door. But it's locked. You won't be able to get in. I just tried.
Well, we'll try again for luck. It's not the best lumber, believe me.
This has ever happened to me before. It's a man.
Yeah. A dead one at that, Granny.
Do you know who it is?
Uh-huh. From the mud and clover grass on the bottom of his shoes, I'd tag him as a guy who was looking in a lady's kitchen window about an hour ago. But from that purple scar on his chin, I can do even better than that. The name, Granny, is Ruby, a guy I thought was still in Santa Barbara.
In just a moment, we will return to the second act of The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. But first, given clues, even the newest of Philip Marlowe fans can deduce the characters in CBS's great new early Sunday evening comedy lineup. The washboard leads you to the one and only Spike Jones. The bumblebee? Well, of course, that's for America's most famous non-virtuoso violinist, Jack Benny, who follows Spike Jones on CBS. The 2 A's, Amos and Andy, who are heard on CBS immediately following Jack Benny. So it's really no mystery at all why millions of Americans now stay tuned to CBS on Sunday nights for these 3 superb comedy shows in succession. Spike Jones and Amos and Andy over most of these same CBS stations, and Jack Benny over them all. And now, with our star, Gerald Moore, we return to the second act of Philip Marlowe and tonight's story, The Black Halo.
Ruby's body sprawled on the floor, and the girl in the plaid raincoat running away from it meant one thing. Julia Perry's trouble was important, like life, but more like death. A half sneer was congealed on Ruby's face, and his eyes, turned waxy, still held a look of mild surprise. I wasted some breath telling the scrub woman not to touch anything, and then I put in a call to my overweight client in Santa Barbara. He was glad to hear from me, at first.
Marlowe. Well, now, I didn't expect a call from you this soon. You sure work fast, don't you, lad? Have you found her? Have you located Julia?
Not quite. She's about 5 minutes ahead of me. Incidentally, Mr. Drum, she works fast, too.
What do you mean by that?
Let me ask the questions, huh? Number 1, What was your leg man Ruby doing in L.A. tonight?
Ruby?
Yeah.
Why, I sent him in to pick up some medicine for me. Why?
Come on, Drum, you can talk straighter than that, and you better. I just found Ruby dead.
Dead? Ruby's dead? What happened to him, Marlowe?
He was shot. So forget the gags and tell me why he was snooping around.
All right. I didn't trust you.
No.
It's my policy to trust nobody until he proves himself. I sent Ruby in to follow you and check on your progress.
That was brilliant. You only made 3 mistakes. First, I don't need to be checked on. Second, you got your man killed. And third, you forced Julia's hand. Because it was Miss Perry herself who pulled the trigger on Ruby.
Julia? Marlowe, I don't believe that.
Which proves nothing, Mr. Drum, but skip it. Tell me, do you know a man named Marvin Whitaker?
Whitaker?
Yeah.
No, should I?
Well, he says he's in the perfume business.
Well, I know everybody on the coast who bought more than 2 bottles of perfume at one time in the last 40 years, and I don't recall that name. I think the man must be a liar.
So do I. Thanks for the help. And, Drum, if you've got any more expendable flunkies around, keep 'em out of my hair. I'll call you when I've got something. I called Homicide next and told Detective Lieutenant Ibarra where to find the body and who was responsible for it being in that dead condition. And when the question of why came up, I admitted I was still shooting blanks. Oh, I told him about the razzle-dazzle Whitaker had handed me and named the Blue Boar on Wilshire as my next stop. Ibarra said he'd call me there, and when I got to the entrance of the place, I saw Whitaker, draped in a trench coat that involved enough cloth to rig a 4-masted schooner, standing in the anteroom, impatiently smacking his leg with that riding crop. He looked positively dashing. Question was, which way?
Hiya there, Marlowe. Hey, old boy, you look upset. Anything wrong?
I may be upset, Whitaker, but you're the one that's going to spill. First, are you leaving or coming back?
I'm just leaving.
Been here all the time since I talked to you?
That's right, you see. My coat is perfectly dry.
It stopped raining half an hour ago.
Well, you see, if I'd been outside, I would have known that. But why this 3rd degree, Marlowe? What's up?
It's a long story. Maybe we better sit down and talk it all over from the beginning.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't. Not just now. I've got a date.
She'll keep.
Not this one. It's something rather special.
Special, huh? Like Eve Bentley?
Now, look here, old boy. You're prying into my personal affairs.
Whitaker, I'll rip the lid clear off your personal affairs if necessary to get a clean answer out of you. Now, what do you really know about Julia Perry?
I told you once. Are you implying that I'm a liar?
At least that. For instance, who puts out Amir? Come on, Whitaker. It's a well-known fragrance.
Why, I don't recall offhand.
That's strange, because any woman knows Amir's a Dana perfume.
Just what are you trying to prove by all this?
That as a perfume dealer, you stink. And try this for size. When I got to that address you gave me, I found a fresh corpse there with a bullet hole in it.
A murder?
Yeah, and your routine was pat, brother, so before Homicide starts combing out the snags in your story, you better untangle it yourself right now. You lied to me. Now, why'd you do it, Whitaker? Why the double talk?
All right, Marlowe, I'll tell you. I'll tell you this! Oh!
He was as quick as a wounded cat. The riding crop slashed across my face even before I'd realized he'd moved. And by the time the red light stopped dancing in my eyes, Marvin Whitaker was gone. I turned as the head waiter walked up to me. He studied the hot red welt rising on my face for a moment and then murmured discreetly that if my name was Marlowe, I was wanted on the phone. It was Lieutenant Ibarra.
Marlowe, you can stop beating the brush for Julia Perry. We found her.
You did? Where is she, Ibarra?
She's out in the alley here, behind the Beechwood Plaza Hotel, Marlowe. Exactly 8 floors down from the window of her room. She fell through the glass roof above the rear entrance.
Oh.
It's not pretty.
Oh.
She explained the whole thing, including that Ruby guy's murder, in a note we found in her room.
I'll be right over, Ibarra.
Okay, don't hurry.
The old story, Marlowe. When Drum finally got around to trusting her, he practically gave her his business. It was too much temptation.
Mm-hmm.
She'd been stealing from him in a big way for almost a year, her note says.
Then she decided to run for it when she knew she couldn't hide the thefts any longer, huh?
That's right. That Ruby caught on some way, and she killed him, but I guess murder was too rich for her blood, so she came back here, thought it over, and then checked out.
Yeah. All she left behind was a little plaid raincoat and a purse over there. Hey, she was wearing a dinky hat, too, Ibarra. Did you find that?
Mm-hmm. Come over here to the window, Phil. See down there on that canopy, that little black circle? That's her hat. I sent Mooney down to get it. Can't leave any loose ends around, you know.
Yeah. That light, Lieutenant?
Oh, sure. Here you are.
Thanks.
Hey, what happened to you? That welt on your face, Phil.
Oh, I backed that horsey liar named Whitaker into a corner, and he slapped his way out with a riding crop. And speaking of loose ends, if I ever catch up with that... Ibarra, where did that stuff on the dresser come from?
Well, this out of the pockets of Julia's plaid coat. Why?
But that's impossible unless... Holy smoke. That's why Whitaker lied to me.
Hey, where are you going with that, Phil? Come back here.
I gotta check on something, Ibarra, and keep your notebook handy. If I'm right, this deal is still wide open. All the way from the suicide's room in the Beechwood Plaza out to the widow's villa in the Sunset Terrace, my mind juggled a jumble of facts, trying to beat them into a brand new pattern. A pattern that had to include an object Ibarra had found in the pocket of that plaid raincoat. It almost made sense, but I needed just a little more. Well, when I turned into the parking lot at the Sunset Terrace, rain began to fall again. Thin, cold rain. I walked to Eve Bentley's door and pressed the bell. Just as I expected, it was Marvin Whitaker, unsmiling and nervous, who answered the door. I didn't give him a chance to think. I just swung hard. Okay, horseman, that squares us up. Come on, Heavy, roll over. Let's see if you're carrying a gun. Okay, no gun. Now, be a good boy, Whitaker, and you'll make out all right, but one funny wiggle out of you and I'll crack your skull. It's a promise. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
All right. Now, where's Eve? Is she here?
Find out for yourself, Marlowe. I'm through.
Fair enough. But just so I'm not talking through my hat, I'll take a look in her closet first.
She won't be in there, I guarantee.
No, but her future may be. Now, let's see. It's got to be in here someplace. Oh, yeah. This is probably it. Brown cloth coat, as chic as a pair of hobnailed boots and still damp. And the label says the B.H. Company, Haven, Kansas. That does it. I've got it all now, and my chivalry just died. Where is she, Whitaker? Where's Eve?
Right here, Marlowe. Uh-oh, don't try that. I guess you really do have it figured out, haven't you?
Yes, Eve, I have. Sorry it turned out this way, because you had your points as Eve and as Julia.
Don't put it in the past tense, Marlowe. As Eve Bentley, my life is just beginning, and now I've got everything I ever wanted as Julia Perry.
Then you're Julia Perry.
I was, Marvin.
She still is, Whitaker. At least that's what the bailiff will call it in court.
There won't be any court, Marlowe.
Oh, I'm afraid there will, baby. You're twice a killer now, and both for the same reason, remember? First Ruby, because he saw you as Eve. And the girl you pushed out of the hotel window, who was no doubt Anne, your old chum from the hometown. She must have seen you posing as Eve, too.
All right, Marlowe. Anne ran into me by accident and ruined everything. I had no choice. I promised her money and then told her to go to my room at the Beechwood Plaza and wait for me.
Eve, I can't believe this. It can't be true.
Yes, Marvin, it is true. Darling, I didn't want this mess. I'd have left town this morning as I intended if sweet, sly little Anne hadn't seen me. I tried to get rid of you the easy way, Marlowe. When I sent you to Marvin, the Selma Street address he gave you should have led you to the end of Julia Perry.
Is that why you phoned me and told me to lie to Marlowe?
Yes, Marvin. I was going there to write my suicide note and use the stockroom for my disappearing act. But Ruby caught me, and after that I had to work fast. But it's all right now. It all worked out perfectly. They were the only two who knew besides you, Marlowe.
Aren't you forgetting little Marvin here?
Forgetting him? Oh, no, Mr. Marlowe. Marvin's the one person I can count on.
That's what you think. You don't get me mixed up in this.
Marvin.
I bargained for an heiress, not a murderess.
Are you dirty load? All right, then. I'll use this gun on you, too, because I'm getting out of here and no one's going to stop me.
But you're right between us, Eve. You can't get us both.
He's right, baby. You're not good enough to get us both, and killing just one of us isn't going to solve anything. What do you say? It's been a long night, baby. You just couldn't tell when you were late.
You want any more of this coffee, Marlowe?
No, it's sludge, Lieutenant. I wonder what Julia Perry uses for a heart.
You know, she planned the thing for 6 months when she first set herself up as Eve Bentley. And it probably would have...
Want to check now?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Probably would have worked if everything hadn't closed in on her.
Yeah, her friend Ann from Kansas, Ruby the leg man.
And you with that torn book of matches. Incidentally, that was pretty fast figuring up in the hotel room there, Marlowe.
Oh, not so fast, Ibarra. I knew Eve had those matches because I left them with her. So when you found the same matches in the pocket of Julia's plaid coat, it figured. Julia almost had to be Eve.
And that left Anne to furnish the body for the suicide.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't so sure about that until I found the brown coat with the Haven, Kansas label in Eve's apartment.
Yeah. Well, I'd better wait on back to the office, Phil. Look at that rain come down. Think it'll ever stop?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Oh, by the way, here, it's her hat. Mooney finally got it down off that hotel canopy. Maybe you'd like it for a souvenir.
Yeah.
The millinery people call it a halo hat. Good night, Marlowe.
I sat there a while after Ibarra left, looking at the rain in the street, and the cold coffee in front of me, and Julia's little round halo on the table. And finally I got up and went outside. Dirty water scudded along the gutter and gurgled thickly into the sewer drain at the corner. For a minute I caught a glimpse again of the girl I'd figured Julia Perry to be when I went through her cottage in Santa Barbara. Yeah, that girl was an angel. But when I finally caught up with her, her halo turned out to be black, jet black, inside and out. I dropped the little hat into the gutter and watched it go as far as the drain at the corner. And then I went home.
The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, created by Raymond Chandler, stars Gerald Moore and is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald. Script is by Mel Donnelly, Robert Mitchell, and Gene Levitt. Featured in the cast were Joan Banks, Paul Frees, Peter Leeds, Jack Crucian, and Lois Corbett. Lieutenant Detective Ibarra is played by Jeff Corey. The special music was by Richard Orant. Be sure and be with us again next week when Philip Marlowe says...
A startled corpse, a blue-eyed woman, and a cryptic message, scrawled by a dingy man with the pieces of a Chinese puzzle that wouldn't fit together, until I found out what was deadly about the orange dog.
You'll find a whole hour of fun, variety, music, and thrills on Sing It Again tonight and every Saturday, for it's heard over most of these same CBS network stations. Now, stay tuned for Gangbusters, which follows immediately over most of these same stations. This is Roy Rowan speaking for CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Grapes, Nuts, Flakes program coming to you from New York City, where we're playing to an audience of men on leave from the armed services and starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Dennis Day, Rochester, yours truly, Don Wilson, and our guest conductor, Abe Lyman. Friends, I met a woman today who has 3 sons on 3 different work shifts. Boy, does that big 12-ounce package of delicious toasty brown grape nuts flakes get a workout at her house, with breakfast time rolling around 3 times a day. Yes, these days, breakfast may come at odd hours, but whenever it comes time for breakfast, it means time for crisp, toasty grape nuts flakes. A breakfast of malty-rich, well-tasting, all-around nourishment, because grape nuts flakes are a whole-grain cereal. Now, whole grain cereals are not only health builders, then they're whole grain because they bring you the important food essentials, vital food factors you need, including iron and 2 of the health-building B vitamins, niacin and B1. So get set for the breakfast shift with delicious, nourishing Grape Nuts Flakes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the most fantastic introduction of the year.
Fantastic?
I bring you a famous concert violinist who is making his debut this evening at Carnegie Hall, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Yasha Benny talking. And, folks, I'm as nervous as a pizzicato. And, Don, that's the truth. I am playing my violin at Carnegie Hall tonight.
But, Jack, it's so fantastic.
Will you stop saying that? This is a benefit for the Infantile Paralysis Fund, and I'm appearing as a soloist on the same program with Gladys Swarthout, Isaac Stern, Marjorie Lawrence, John Charles, and Thomas. And,
That's John Charles Thomas. It's one man.
It is? Gosh, I sent all 3 of them Christmas cards. Anyway, there are going to be a lot more prominent artists there, including Oscar Levant. He's going to be my accompanist. I expect him to drop by and pick me up.
Well, Jack, aren't you just a bit nervous appearing with so many musical celebrities?
No, why should I be nervous? We all get along fine. I'm very nice to them, and they don't speak to me. That is all but Gladys. Gladys, she thinks my playing is marvelous.
Gladys Swarthout?
No, Gladys Jones, her maid. She's a cousin of Rochester's. Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. Why don't you grow up?
Mary, what do you mean, why don't I grow up?
Well, I passed Carnegie Hall just now, and what's the idea of writing your name on all the posters?
I didn't write my name. It's printed. You know, I'm making my debut there tonight.
Gee whiz.
Just think, my first appearance on the concert stage.
Gosh.
Too bad my old violin teacher can't be there.
Too bad he shot himself during your 5th lesson.
Yeah, I'll never forget that afternoon. I was right in the middle of da-da-da-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-da-da-dee-da, and bang. And I had 5 more lessons coming. By the way, Mary, you're attending the concert tonight, aren't you?
Who else is appearing?
Well, there's Gladys Swarthout, Isaac Stern, John Charles Thomas.
John Charles Thomas.
Yeah.
You know, Jack, that always sounds funny to me, a man with 3 first names.
Yep, John Charles Thomas. Incidentally, it's not commonly known, but I have 3 first names, too.
That's right, Jack Jerk Benny.
That's Jack John Benny. And speaking of unusual names, say, Don.
Yes, Jack?
Come here a minute. This'll kill you. What do you think, this'll positively amaze you, but it's the truth, you know. What do you think Fred Allen's middle name is?
What?
Florence. Fred Florence Allen, imagine.
Well, why in the world did his parents ever name him Florence?
Well, I'll give you a hint, Don. Allen didn't shave until he was 33 years old. In fact, he still wears his garters above his knees. Hey, Mervyn Doris is in the audience. No kidding, huh?
You should talk about Alan. I saw a picture of you when you were 15 years old and you were playing with dolls.
Well, I still have a couple of dolls on my lap now and then, sister.
They're still full of sawdust, too.
Well, that's the cattiest remark I've ever heard.
Speaking of cats, whatever became of that girl you were engaged to?
Speaking of cats, what girl?
The one with the big grin and the whiskers.
Now, cut that out. You're having a jolly time tonight, aren't you?
Hey, Mr. Benny, is it all right if I take my girl to
Oh,
your...
hello. Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
What did you want, kid?
I said, is it all right if I take my girl to your concert at Carnegie Hall?
Well, sure, Dennis. Is she a music lover?
Is she? She's got a short thumb from pushing nickels in jukeboxes.
She does like music. Where does your girlfriend live, Dennis?
If I knew where she lived, I wouldn't be wasting my time at a concert.
Well, you'll enjoy it, Dennis. There are a lot of great artists on the program. There's Jan Pierce, Ezio Pinza, Joseph and Rosina Levine, Deans Taylor.
Yeah, and don't forget John Charles and Thomas.
Wait a minute. I made that same mistake. It's John Charles Thomas, Dennis.
Holy smoke, has he got 4 names?
Dennis is you.
Oh. In the blue suit here.
What?
In the blue suit here.
Yes, yes. Well, kid. Oh, brother. Well, kid, speaking of John, Charles, and Thomas, how about a song from you, huh?
Okay, but I'll never top him.
So what? For heaven's sake, I don't expect to top Heifetz.
Aw, Jack, you're just being modest. You're as good as Heifetz any day.
What?
You don't think they'd let you play in Carnegie Hall unless you were one of the world's greatest violinists.
Well, that's a lovely compliment. Thanks, Mary.
You're welcome, it also says here.
Don't spoil it. You always have to do that. Huh?
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but personally, I think Mr. Benny is one of the finest violinists of this earache.
That's era. Earache. Well, there's 2 compliments shot to... Oh, well. Sing, Dennis, and let's get on with the show. Huh? Wait a minute. Come in. Telegram for Jack Benny. Take it, Mary. Wait a minute, buddy. Here's a tip for you.
Oh, boy, $50.
No use waiting. I got to get new glasses. Who's the wire from, Mary?
It's from your father.
Oh, good old Dad. What does he say?
Dear son, congratulations on your appearance in Carnegie Hall tonight. Please let me know how your full dress suit goes over.
He made me a beauty, folks. The tails change color like a peacock. Sing, Dennis.
Well, I'll probably get plugged for this, but I got a cold.
All right, do the best you can. What do you care?
Now I see it never was me. It was someone else right from the start. You're dreaming, he's dreaming, I'm dreaming too. The 3 dreams are one too many. Oh, my dream can never come true. You love him, he loves you, I love you too. The 3 dreams are one too many. Oh, my dream can never come true. My hoping that you would love me was only a madcap scheme that left me in the middle happy. I know I'm through. 3 dreams are one too many. So I'll give my dream to you. Dreams are one too many. So I'll give my dream to
That was 3 Dreams from the picture Powers Girl, sung by Dennis Day. And Dennis, that's one of the numbers you sing in the picture, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You ought to see it, Mr. Benny. I play the part of a fellow who has more money than brains.
Oh.
It's sure hard to act like you got money, by golly.
Well, I imagine it is. Oh, hello, Abe. Hiya, Jack. Abe Lyman, fellas. All right, Abe, stop shaking hands over your head like a prize fighter. What a character.
Hey, before I forget it, Jack, congratulations. I hear you're going to play at Canarsie Hall tonight.
No use talking. Phil Harris is a genius. That's Carnegie Hall on 57th Street. By the way, Abe, are you coming to the concert?
I'd like to, Jack, but that highbrow music gives me a rash.
A what?
A rash.
Oh.
Speaking of highbrow music, Jack, I've written a message which includes the names of various operas, concealed in a very clever manner.
Oh, fine. Last week it was birds, now it's opera, is it?
Well, now, see if you can pick them out, Jack.
The operas?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing tomorrow morning, go into your kitchen and have a dish of toasty brown sweet as a nut grape nuts flakes. I know they're good because I eat of them every day.
Well, there's Faust and Aida.
Whether you live in a White House, a Red House, or a Tannhauser...
Tannhauser?
You'll love America's fastest-growing flake cereal. So remember, folks, even if you're feeling lowin', you will grin with Grape Nuts flakes.
Poor Lohengrin really got dragged in there. But, Don, that was all right. I'll see that you get a raise for that.
But, Jack, with the new ceiling on salaries, you can't give raises.
Yes, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen... Go away, Don. Go away. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our feature attraction this evening, we are going to present a gripping drama of the Old South entitled...
Say, Mr. Benny, I was out in the hall just now, and there's a...
Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello. Say, Mr. Benny, I was out in the hall just now.
How are
and
you feeling, kid?
Oh, I was here before, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right, in the blue suit. What do you want, Dennis?
Well, there's a man waiting for you out in the hall, and he said for you to hurry up.
The man out in the hall? Oh, that must be Oscar Levant. Come on in, Oscar.
Hello, Jack. Are you all ready?
Yes, I'm ready to go. Well, Oscar, I see you're prepared to accompany me on the piano tonight. Do you always wear those white gloves?
These are my hands. I just came from the blood bank.
Very good. I'll have to watch out for this guy. He's sharper than a buck tooth. I'll be through here in a few minutes, Oscar. Then we'll hop in a cab and go over to Carnegie Hall. Just think, Benny and Levant playing a duet.
Let's walk. Maybe we'll get run over before we get there.
That's all right. I got to be on my toes, dear. This guy's making a monkey out of me. Oh, by the way, Oscar, I think you know everybody here, don't you?
Sure. Oh, Mary, didn't I see you at the Stork Club last night?
The Stork Club?
Yes, you were dancing with that South American.
Oh, that was Jack with a black toupee.
I was in bed by 10 o'clock last night. Although I couldn't sleep, I was so nervous thinking about our concert tonight.
You were nervous. My wife had to pull me off the windowsill 3 times.
I gotta watch out. He's an ad-libbing fool, you know? Oh, Oscar, I don't think you know Abe Lyman, our band leader.
I've known Abe for years. Sure, we sat together at Rubens last night. Say, Oscar, you know, there was a pretty good bowl of soup I drank. You didn't drink that soup. You auditioned it.
You beat me to it, Oscar. I was just going to ad-lib something like that. Honest, I was.
You couldn't ad-lib a with a nose full of pepper.
I couldn't, eh?
Well, go ahead and say something. Go ahead, ad lib.
Well,
Go ahead, say something funny.
well.
This seems to be a good time to say hello to my mother. Hello, Mom.
Well, I could say something funny, but how can I think with that darn Dennis Day standing there staring at me?
Well, that sweat rolling down your forehead fascinates me.
I wasn't thinking that hard. Well, anyway, Oscar, stick around. I'll be with you in a minute. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as I start to announce, we're going to do a satire on one of radio's most intelligent and popular programs, Information, Please.
Wait a minute. You said we were going to do
Never mind. And we have prevailed upon Mr. Oscar Levant to come over here this evening and be our guest expert.
I come over here to pick you up and take you to Carnegie Hall.
Well, for heaven's sake, Oscar, as long as you're here, let's have some fun. It's a small enough favor to ask me after I got you on that concert.
You got me on?
Yes.
You better lay off that Benzadrain, brother.
All right, be a sport. I certainly can't do a program like Information, Please, with dopes like Abe Lyman and Dennis Day.
And you.
And me. Now, cut that out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, right after a number by Abe Lyman and his orchestra, we'll present our own version of the... I'll take it. That must be Rochester. I told him to bring my full-dress suit over here. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Yes, Rochester.
I'm just leaving the hotel, boss. I've got your top hat, white tie, and tail.
That's tail.
Tail. One of them got caught in the elevator.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll certainly look funny playing my violin in Carnegie Hall with one tail.
You might as well face it, boss. You're going to look funny anyway.
Well, that's one of the most careless things I ever heard. I guess I'll have to wear my tuxedo.
Your tuxedo?
Yes. Did you press it like I told you to?
Well, I pressed the coat all right, but I had a long phone call during the pants.
Oh, so you left the hot iron on my pants. Where'd you burn them?
I think the French word is derriere.
Well, what am I going to do?
I can bring along some black paint.
Never mind that. I'll just have to be careful how I take my bow. Oh, wait a minute. I have another idea. I think I'll wear my blue serge suit.
That blue serge is awful shiny, boss.
It is not shiny.
I wish I had a diamond that threw off a glare like that.
Look, Rochester, no excuses. You get over here right away with my blue serge suit. Goodbye.
Goodbye, boss.
Sorry, Oscar. I'll have to wear a blue serge suit tonight. Will that be all right?
Sure, I'm wearing a leopard skin myself.
Very good. What a guy. He's really on the beam. Play, Lyman. That was I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Sorry, Abe, we had to cut this kind of short, but that was I Can't Give You Anything But Love, played by Abe Lyman and his Hotel Lincoln Orchestra. Hey, that's a good one. Abe at the Lincoln.
I don't get it.
Who asked you to? Be thankful you got a plug. And now, Don, I think it's about time for, Now, who's that? Come in. Yes, sir?
Is this the Jack Benny program? I'm supposed to be in your play tonight.
Oh, yes, you were going to be the villain. What's your name?
Joe Besser.
Messer?
No, Besser!
I'm sorry, Mr. Besser. We're not doing a play this evening.
Now, wait a minute. I want to act.
All right, calm down. I'll find something for you to do.
You better, you old crazy you.
Now, sit down, please. All right, Don, let's get started.
And now, folks, we bring you our version of Information, Please, with our noted raconteur, lecturer, and book reviewer of the Breeders' Gazette, Clifton Bennyman.
Thank you, Milton Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you all know the rules of Information, Please. I will read several questions submitted by our listeners. And for each question which is not answered by our board of experts, we will give away a page from the Encyclopedia Britannica and one grape nut flake. Are the grape nut flakes here, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir. The register's loaded.
Good. Now, I'd like to have you meet our board of experts. First, Mr. Oscar Levant, noted pianist. Or pianist. Which is it, Oscar? Pianist or pianist?
What's the difference? After tonight, I may be washed up.
I gotta watch this guy. He's dynamite. And next, Miss Mary Livingston, well-known authority on poetry. Have you a sample for us, Miss Livingston?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Shining up above so high, don't you know there's a dim out?
Very, very good. And now, Mr. Abe Lyman, noted authority on Shakespeare and literary light.
There's a dim out there, too.
You said it. Mr. Dennis Day, world-famous authority on.
On what?
And last but not least, sit down, Dennis, sit down. Mr. Joe Besser, authority on archaeology, ichthyology, and paleontology.
Well, get here!
And now, folks, we will proceed.
You old crazy you!
Mr. Besser! We will proceed with Information, please. Our first question comes from Miss Bernice Butterball of Baked Potato, Idaho. Miss Butterball wants to know if you can name 3 presidents of the United States whose names begin with W. Well, I see you have your hand raised, Mr. Day.
That's nerves. It just blew up!
Well, don't you know a president whose name begins with W?
Will you give me a hint?
Yes. So who was the Washington Monument named after?
George Monument.
That's right, George Monument, Washington. And now let's have another president beginning with W.
Wendell Willkie.
Willkie didn't win, Mr. Levant.
Well, he's working, that I know.
I gotta watch that boy. He's making a straight man out of me. And now, second, a president whose name begins with W. I'm waiting. Mr. Besser, I see you have your hand up.
Oh, it's not for that!
Well, it looks like Miss Butterball has stumped the expert. So we are sending her immediately a page from the Encyclopedia Britannica and a grape nut flake. Now, here's a letter. Here's a letter from Dr. Bert Scott of Beverly Hills, California. Dr. Scott is a dentist, and he says, Dear Mr. Benny, I have written, and if you don't remit promptly, I will... Whoops. How did that get you? Oh, here's a question from Mr. Joe Jackson of Jackson, Georgia. Mr. Jackson wants to know what the following girls have in common. Joan Crawford, Joan Leslie, Joan Bennett, Joan Fontaine.
Oh, shut up! Not so fast!
Oh, pardon me. You should know this, Miss Livingston. What have the following movie stars in common? Joan Crawford, Joan Leslie, Joan Bennett, and Joan Fontaine.
None of them will work with you.
That's so. Well, thanks to your levity, Miss Livingstone, we have lost another page from the Encyclopedia and a grape nut flake. Now, here's a question in your field, Mr. Levant. Incidentally, you haven't gotten anything tonight.
You're referring to money, of course.
I'm referring to answers. Now, I'm going to play a musical selection, and I want you to identify the number. Just a second.
Not so loud!
Mr. Besser, please. Now, it again. I'll play it again, Mr. Levant, and see if you can identify it. Now, what's the name of that number?
Its name is Mud. It used to be Souvenir.
It's still Souvenir. Now, I'll give you one more chance.
Boss!
Fine, what do you want, Rochester?
Look what time it is. You gotta get over to that concert.
That's right, it's getting late. Did you bring my blue serge suit?
Here it is.
Wait a minute, that's my green suit.
It was blue when you bought it.
Well, it's too late to change it now. Come on, Oscar, let's walk over to Carnegie Hall.
Yep, the last mile.
Oh, don't be so pessimistic. Play, Lyman. Come on.
You know, many a proud parent gets a mighty shock when a youngster shoots up overnight. Mom sees little Tommy playing with his blocks, and then, first thing you know, Tommy's curls are gone, and behold, he's a man. Well, not so long ago, Grape Nuts Flakes was just a little shaver, and now, why, just in the past 3 years, the increase in your purchase of Grape Nuts Flakes has been more than that of all the other ready-to-eat cereals put together. And there's a reason. In fact, 2 big reasons. First, it's that sweet-as-a-nut, malty-rich flavor. And it's that grand all-around nourishment. For Grape Nuts Flakes, being a whole grain cereal, bring you vital food factors of natural whole wheat. That means they're one of the 8 types of basic foods recommended as part of your daily diet by our National Nutrition Program. So join the swing to better breakfast by asking for delicious, nutritious Grape Nuts Flakes, America's fastest-growing breakfast cereal.
That was the last number of the 16th program of the new Grape Nut Flake series. And I want to thank Oscar Levant for appearing here tonight, and also Joe Besser, one of the stars of the Olson and Johnson hit, Sons of Fun. Next Sunday night, folks, we'll be broadcasting from Fort Meade, Maryland. And tomorrow we'll be seeing you boys of the Coast Guard at Manhattan Beach. With my whole gang, including Danny Kaye, the star of Let's Face It. Good night, folks.
The Jack Benny program is written by Bill Moore and Ed Malloy.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Scientific tests prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand of cigarettes.
Scientific tests prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand of cigarettes.
That fact is verified by an independent consulting laboratory with more than 15 years' experience in cigarette research. The report from the consulting laboratory stated,
based on our analytical findings, it is our opinion that Lucky Strike cigarettes are the mildest of the 6 major brands tested.
And no wonder Lucky Strike cigarettes have been proved milder. For years, Lucky Strike has conducted a unique and vast program in research, in quality controls, and manufacturing methods. And today, tomorrow, always,
LSMFT, LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Fine, light, naturally mild tobacco with smoothness and mildness, and never a rough puff.
So light up a Lucky. Prove to yourself what scientific tests prove. Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand of cigarettes.
Let your own taste and throat be the judge. For smoothness and mildness, there's never a rough puff in a Lucky Strike.
From Palm Springs, California, the Lucky Strike program, starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Palm Springs. And the star of our show is in this desert resort incognito. He put starch in his toupee so it would look like cactus. And here he is, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. And Don, hasn't it been exciting here in Palm Springs these last few days? Especially yesterday when everybody was dressed up in their Western outfits and they had that big parade down the main street. I felt so proud sitting up on that horse.
Well, Jack, I saw you in the parade, and there's one thing that puzzles me.
What was that, Don?
That was a beautiful Palomino you were riding, but why were you sitting on him backwards?
Backwards? Well, how do you like that? I lost my glasses, got on the horse, and nobody told me. Isn't that awful?
Well, that's ridiculous. Glasses or no glasses, anybody can tell when they're riding a horse backwards. Couldn't you see the horse's tail?
That was his tail? I thought he had long eyelashes. Now, let's change the subject. The censor is a nervous wreck. Say, Don, where are you?
Hello, everybody. Hiya, Don.
Well, hello, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Well, if it isn't hop along backwards.
Nobody told me. Anyway, Mary, I was in the parade, and that's all that matters.
But, Jack, even your costume didn't make sense.
What are you talking about? I thought it was very clever. It was a Western motif with a subtle touch of Palm Springs.
Only you would give it that subtle touch.
What?
Who else would wear a 10-gallon hat, spurs, and a sunsuit?
Mary, for your information, I borrowed that sunsuit from the queen of the Desert Circus. She was just my size.
But, Jack, you're a man. You shouldn't have worn the trunks. Why did you wear the top?
Read that right. But, Jack,
I'm
you're
sorry.
We'll never get off the air tonight.
But, Jack,
Yeah?
you're a man.
Yeah?
You should have just worn the trunks. Why did you wear the top?
Why'd I wear the top? I had to have some place to keep my guns. Anyway, the parade is over, so let's drop the subject.
Okay.
Say, Mary, where are you living?
Oh, I'm at the Bon Air Village.
The Bon Air? That's a very nice place.
Where are you staying, Don?
Well, I'm over at Deepwell Ranch.
Deepwell? Don, why didn't you tell me? That's right next to the Palm Springs Biltmore.
Oh, are you living at the Biltmore?
Me? Well, no. You see, Don, I have a place at the far end of Palm Canyon Drive. It's called the La Cantada de Casa La Quinta de Castile Cañada.
That's a very unusual name. La Cantada de Casa La Quinta de Castilla Cañada.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
That's Spanish, but don't wash your dishes in the swimming pool.
Don't wash your dishes in the swimming pool. Some joke. That one you got right. Mary, look at, why do you always...
Oh, Jack, don't get mad. Here, have a date.
You can keep your dates. That's all I've had since I got down here. Dates. That's all they sell here. No matter what kind of a store you go into, they sell dates.
You're not kidding. This morning I was walking down the street and saw a sign that said, Palm Springs Maternity Hospital and Date Shop.
Maternity hospital and date shop?
Their slogan is cheaper by the dozen.
Well, it don't surprise me. The Chamber of Commerce is going to get you to take dates, even if they have
Okay, Jackson, stand aside. Here comes Harris, the nation's pride.
Phil.
Just a minute, Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you'll excuse my appearance, but I've been swimming every day and my hair is a mess.
Phil, you don't have to apologize for anything, because here in Palm Springs, you're supposed to let yourself go. Have you been relaxing?
Well, I've been relaxing. Jackson, last night at 11:30, I was limp as a rag.
I know, Phil, I know. When I passed the Chi-Chi, they were trying to close the place, but your head was in the door. Then when you came out, you put a nickel in the parking meter and asked me if I'd like to dance.
Oh, is that you in the sunsuit?
Yes. What are you laughing at?
I gave your phone number to Remley.
Oh, fine.
Say, Phil, there sure has been a lot of excitement around here the last few days, hasn't there?
You said it, Livo. You know, this circus week is a big thing in Palm Springs. I read that people come here from all over the world.
All over the world?
Sure, it was in this morning's paper. I got the clipping right here. It says that during circus week there are people here from France, India, and Asia.
France, India, and Asia? Let me see that clipping. Oh, that's Fresno, Indio, and Azusa. Phil, when are you going to learn to read?
All right, Jackson, all right, so I made a little mistake. At least I don't ride a horse backwards.
Oh, you don't, eh? Well, what would you do if you lost your glasses?
I'd drink it right out of the bottle.
No, And that goes for all of you. Now, I don't want any more silly talk here.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, Dennis. Dennis, it's about time you got here. Where have you been?
Oh, I was out in the hall trying to make a phone call, and the funniest thing happened.
What was it?
I put a nickel in the phone, couldn't get my party, and a date came back.
What?
How they got a buffalo on one side of it, I'll never know.
They have ways, Dennis, believe me. Now, look, kid, we have a long show to do, so let's have your song.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Mr. Benny, did you see the parade yesterday?
Yes, I saw
Oh,
it.
boy, what stunts and tricks.
I know. Let's have your song.
An old man was riding backwards.
Dennis, that man riding backwards was Mr. Benny.
Oh, sing, kid.
Yes, you better, brother. Go ahead.
The night is like a lovely June. Beware, my foolish heart, how white the ever-constant moon. Take care, my foolish heart. There's a line between love and fascination that's hard to see on an evening such as this, for they both give the very same sensation when you're lost in the magic of a kiss. Her lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should our eager lips combine, then let the fire start. For this time it isn't fascination or a dream that will fade and fall apart. It's love, this time it's love, my foolish heart. But should our eager lips combine, then let the fire start. For this time it isn't fascination or a dream that will fade and fall apart. It's love, this time it's love, my foolish
was Dennis Day singing My Foolish Heart from a picture of the same name. And now...
That's a silly title for a picture.
What?
Of the same name.
That's not the title. And now...
Oh, Jack,
What is it, Mary?
I've been meaning to tell you I bought a copy of Quick Magazine this morning, and there's a story in it about you.
Quick Magazine? In this week's issue?
Yes, Mr. Benny, and your picture's on the cover.
My picture, too? Gee. How do I look, Dennis?
Why don't you spend a dime and find out?
I'm going to buy one, Dennis, but I can't leave in the middle of a broadcast.
Oh, isn't it over yet?
No! And that reminds me, we're still waiting for Bob Hope. He's our guest star. I wonder where he can be.
Oh, maybe he's playing golf.
I don't care what he's doing. He's supposed to be here. I'm going to send Rochester out to look for him. Oh, Rochester! Rochester!
You want me, Mr. Benny?
Yes, Rochester. Mr. Hope hasn't arrived yet. Will you go out and look for him?
I don't think I ought to leave now, boss.
Why not?
Well, I just finished making that lemonade like you told me to, and I'm waiting for the audience to come out.
Well, let that go for the time being, because...
Just a minute, Jack. Rochester, do you mean Mr. Benny is making you sell lemonade to the people after the show?
Yes, ma'am. I've got 50 gallons out there.
Well, that's a new one. Jack, how do you know they'll be thirsty?
Oh, Mr. Benny made sure of that when the people came in.
What'd he do?
He locked the door, shut the windows, started the show, and turned off the air conditioning.
Rochester.
And if that doesn't do it, on goes the heat.
Never mind that. Now, look, Rochester, Bob Hope hasn't shown up yet, and I'm worried about it. I want you to go out and see if you can find him.
Boss, that's a mighty big job. You know, Mr. Hope gets around awful fast.
Don't worry about that, Rochester. You can catch him.
I don't know. Mr. Paley couldn't catch him, and he's got better bait than I have.
All right. Go out and see if you can find him.
Okay, boss.
Say, Jack, I didn't know Bob was going to be with us today. How'd that happen?
Well, I told him I was going to be in Palm Springs, so... Hey, maybe that's him now. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
Just a minute. Come in, Dobbin. That's Mr. Benny there, see?
Wait a minite. What's this?
This is the horse you rode in the parade. He didn't get to see you, Dan.
Oh. Well, what do you know? He really has got long eyelashes, hasn't he? Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
You know, radio's amazing. Radio is really amazing. A horse knows enough to show up on time, but not Hope. Well, as long as he isn't here yet, Don, we might as well do the commercial. Where's the Sportsman Quartet?
Well, Jack, don't you remember? Back in Hollywood, you had a discussion with them about their expenses.
Oh, yes, they won't be here. Now, then what are we going to do, Don?
Well, Jack, you're very fortunate. You've heard the Guadalajara Trio at the Dollhouse, haven't you?
The Guadalajara Trio? Yes.
Well, through an interpreter, they agreed to come over and sing on the program today.
Through an interpreter?
Yes, you see, the boys don't speak a word of English.
Oh, well, how are they going to do the commercial?
Well, I showed them a package of Lucky Strikes, which they smoke, too, and they know exactly what I want.
Well, good. Are the boys here?
Yeah. Come on in, fellas. Fellas, this is Senor Jack Benny.
Merci beaucoup. Now, Don, what song have they prepared? Oh, excuse me a minute. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Oh, have you found Mr. Hope yet?
No, but I've got a line on him. When he left your rehearsal, he went to the golf course and played 2.5 holes of golf.
2.5 holes?
Yeah, a crowd gathered on the third fairway, and he did a personal appearance.
Oh, was it Mr. Hope? Did Mr. Hope leave the golf course then?
Yeah, from there he went to the dunes for something to eat. Then he stopped at the income tax office, and then he went
Wait a minute, Roger. The income tax office is closed on Sunday.
For him, they keep it open.
Oh, yes. Well, keep looking, Rochester. You gotta find them.
Okay.
All right, Don, let's have the Guadalajara Trio. What number are they going to sing?
Quizá, quizá, quizá.
Good. Take it, boys. Dennis, you speak Spanish, don't you?
Oh, si, senor.
Well, well, tell them to start their song.
Señores, comiencen a cantata, por favor.
Thank you. That's it.
Siempre que te pregunto que cuándo, cómo y dónde, tú siempre me respondes, quizá, quizá, quizá.
Don, I don't hear any commercial yet.
Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando, y tú sos mocalaki. Lanzo y estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, y se metí por mí, sí.
Very good, fellas, very good.
Y así pasan los días.
Yes, I don't understand at all.
Y yo desesperando, y tú sos mocalaki, Lorenzo sí. Y estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, you'll never find a Rafa, no Rafa, in Lucky. Y así pasan los días, y yo desesperando, y tú sos mocalaki, Ramso sí.
That was Quizá, 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 sung by the Guadalajara Trio, and very good, boys. Dennis, tell them they were very good.
Muy bien, señores.
And thanks for appearing on our program, boys. It was really a pleasure listening to you.
Él nos dijo que viniéramos. ¿Será bueno pedirle el dinero ahorita?
Él no paga nada, nunca tuvo intenciones.
Oh, no sean tontos. Si ustedes creen que nos van a pagar, están locos.
What did they say, Dennis?
One guy said they were going to be paid for singing here tonight, and the other two said he was crazy.
Look, I'll pay him. Tell him I'll see him tomorrow.
He'll see you tomorrow, fellas.
Tell him in Spanish. I can tell him in English. Anyway, boys, you were swell. Swell, really. I can't understand Bob Hope. The program is half over. Boys, I said you were swell. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Mañana. I told Bob 1,000 times we go on at 4 o'clock. The horse I only had to tell once. You'd think that's... Hello?
Hello, boss. This is Rochester again.
How are you doing? You found Mr. Hope yet?
No, boss, and I've looked all over it. That's him, boss. That's Mr. Hope. He just went by.
Well, good. Maybe you can... What was that?
His car is trying to catch up with him.
Gee.
I think you're in luck, boss. He's headed in your direction.
Well, I hope he can make it. Hiya, Jack. I'm sorry I'm late. Bob! Well, Bob, I'm glad you finally...
Please, I'll take it. Thank you. How do you do? How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Palm Springs Cowboy Hope saying I've been out horseback riding on the desert where the colors turn every hue, in front orange, pink, and gold, and in the rear black and blue. Yes, sir. This is Western Week, and I went on one of those sunrise breakfast rides this morning. You know what a breakfast ride is? That's where everybody gets up at dawn and picks a horse to sleep on.
Now, Bob...
Please, no autographs. They gave They gave me a nice horse today with so swayback they call him Hudson. You had to step down onto him. We left 6 footprints as we went along. What a horse. When he got tired of running, he just pulled up his legs and rocked. John, come closer to the mic.
Look, Bob. Bob, we have stuff here
Please, I
together.
can't have no time for you. But the weather.
Bob, don't ad lib. You're getting 5 cents a word.
Mary didn't. I'm a guest, please. I got more here, you know, but the weather is wonderful here. The afternoons are so warm you can get a bad case of sunburn just holding home enough fuel oil to get through the night. Strange lettering. Say, listening, and this sun makes you so lazy the rattlesnakes don't even rattle. They just reach over and turn on a Cougat record. Yes, sir. They have a nice wind that comes up here every so often. Nice wind. I don't even know why Sinatra bought a house here. He spends most of his time walking back from Indio.
This is my
Nothing
program.
for the tailor, please. Frankie has to be careful of the sun. The other day he got a freckle on his chest and 3 ribs caved in. And they're so proud of the healthy climate down here. If someone dies, they don't bury him. They just prop him up in the Chi-Chi bar and people think he's waiting for his 3rd zombie.
Bob.
Oh, are you still here?
Of course I'm here. This is my program.
Really? Which one are you, Lum or Abner?
Now, just a minute. Look, Bob, I've been waiting.
Oh, hello, Don.
Hello, Bob. It's good to see you again.
Say, good to see you, too. Say, Don, I saw you in the parade yesterday.
Me in the parade?
Yeah, wasn't someone riding you backwards?
Bob, that was a Palomino. I was riding him backwards.
Palomino?
Yeah, that's a horse of another color. Hey, how was that, Bob?
Fine, Lum. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen?
Now, wait a minute. Why don't you...
Hello, Bob.
Hello, Mary.
Say, I heard you did wonderful business at the Paramount Theater in New York.
Yeah, it was great, Mary. And after that, I made personal appearances in Syracuse, Cincinnati, Owensboro, Kentucky, St. Louis, Kansas City, and Denver.
Really?
And I'm also scheduled to appear in Minneapolis, New York, Boston, and Salt Lake City.
Well, gee, Bob, when do you expect to be home?
I'm booked there Christmas week.
Look, Bob.
Oh, have you something to say, cover boy?
Cover boy?
Yeah, I saw your picture on Quack.
Bob, that's Quick, not Quack.
You look like Donald Duck.
Oh, thank you, Abner. Now, as long as you're
Mr.
here...
Hope, can I play golf with you and your friends again tomorrow?
Yeah, kid. You can play with us anytime you want to.
Dennis, you play golf?
Uh-huh. And Mr. Hope says I'm playing better all the time. Yesterday he let me carry 2 bags.
But, Dennis, you're not carrying...
Jack, he's happy. Let him alone.
Okay. Say, Bob, how about you and I having a game of golf tomorrow?
Oh, fine, Jack. The usual wager?
Yeah, that makes a nice, interesting bet.
What do you usually play for?
A right or a hole.
And I'll tell you what, Bob, I'll get George Burns and Al Jolson. We'll have a foursome.
Well, look, can't you get someone else instead of Jolson? He and I don't play golf together anymore.
Why? What happened?
Well, look, Jack. Would you play golf with a man who whistles when you tee off, kicks the ball to improve his lie, and cheats on the score?
No, I certainly wouldn't.
Well, neither will Jolson.
You see, when you stick to the script, it isn't bad either. Well, in that case, Bob, I don't blame you. Now, who's that? Hello? What? Portland, Oregon, calling Bob Hope? Bob, it's for you.
Holy smoke, no wonder they're calling. Look what time it is.
Huh?
Well, it's 4:27. I have to be in Portland by 4:45.
4:45? Well, Bob, that's ridiculous. You can't make it.
Oh, yes, I can. Come in.
Mr. Hope?
Yes?
Your flying saucer is ready.
I'll be right there. So long, Mary.
But, Bob!
So long, Lum.
How do you like that? Not only is he late getting here, but when he does show up, he doesn't stay long
Que nos
enough.
pague para irnos.
Te dije que no nos iba a pagar nada. ¿Qué se puede esperar de un hombre como Jack Benny?
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute. I told you I'd take care of you tomorrow. Mañana. Please, fellas, mañana.
Lam says mañana.
Oh, quiet! Come on, Mary. Let's rush over to the maternity hospital. I want to get some dates.
We'll be back in just a moment, but first...
Scientific tests prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand of cigarettes.
Scientific tests prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand of cigarettes.
That fact is verified by an independent consulting laboratory with more than 15 years' experience in cigarette research. The report from the consulting laboratory stated,
Based on our analytical findings, it is our opinion that Lucky Strike cigarettes are the mildest of the 6 major brands tested.
LSMFT. LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. That's why with every Lucky, you get the rich taste of fine, light, naturally mild tobacco. Yes, smoothness and mildness with never a rough puff. So smoke a Lucky. Prove to yourself what scientific tests prove. Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand of cigarettes.
Let your own taste and throat be the judge. For smoothness and mildness, there's never a rough puff in a Lucky Strike. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Bob Hope for this brief encounter. He will soon be seen in his new Paramount picture called Fancy Pants from the sunsuit of the same name. You can open the door now, Rochester.
Lemonade, get your ice-cold lemonade here. 20 cents a glass, ice-cold lemonade.
Rochester, stop that horse from drinking out of the bowl. Come on, Mary.
Que nos pague para irnos.
Boys, I told you mañana. Here, have a glass of lemonade.
Ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of thousands of boys live in crowded neighborhoods and unattractive homes in our cities and towns. Their free time is spent on the streets. These boys need a chance to overcome their handicap, and boys' clubs provide them with such an opportunity. So please support your local boys' clubs. Remember, an investment in boys is an investment in America's future. Thank you. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
In just a moment, Suspense with Lucille Ball.
Hi, Harlow.
Well, look who's here. Say, it's mighty nice of you to be sitting around all week just to hear me tell more about Autolite.
Oh, I haven't been waiting around all week. Why, I was way up in Oregon.
Oh, that's swell. That's swell. Hey, Hap, do you know the real story about Autolite Stay Full batteries?
Well, sure, I know the real story about Autolite Stay Full batteries.
Needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. What a battery. Stay full, that is. Why, by Cornelius, an Autolite Stay Full battery has more liquid reserve than a centipede has legs, than an ocean has waves, than a rabbit has, well, rabbits. Water, whales spout it, geysers gush it, people drink it, but Autolite Stay Full batteries carry good old Aquapura so long and so well, they take a drink about as often as you have a birthday, a wedding anniversary, and a New Year's celebration. Only 3 times a year in normal car use. And let me tell you something else. You'd better get an Autolite Stay Full battery before...
Before you go on some more, Harlow, let's listen to Suspense.
Suspense. Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations bring you radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Starring tonight, Miss Lucille Ball in Anton Leader's production of A Little Piece of Rope. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
They said I'd never make good here in Hollywood. Everywhere I went, it was the same story. Sure, they'd see me, but the minute they took a look at my baby face, all I'd get was advice and excuses. No job. My last try was for a schoolgirl part. I was too baby-faced to even land that one. I was walking home, still wearing the school uniform that I'd bought to help me get the part, when I got the idea. Then I remembered another thing. It was years ago, reading an old copy of the Police Gazette in Grandpa's attic, printed about 1880, I guess. With their falsely youthful faces, dressed as innocent schoolgirls, these vicious females haunt the vicinity of select young ladies' seminaries, and with their airs of artless girlhood, they entice and trap unwary gentlemen, some from the best of families. It was funny then. But now, well, those gals were suckers. I take the exclusive gents for all they've got and give absolutely nothing. That's how I made good in Hollywood, up to $1,000 a month good. I just take a little walk. I've got uniforms for all the best schools, and I still have the baby face. So help me, lots of those kids look older than I do. When school's out, I let some old wolf pick me up. They always want to park up in the hills or some other lonely place. I drop my compact. He bends over to pick it up. I let him have it with a special little blackjack I carry. Then I leave, taking their wallets and any letters I find. You'd be surprised at some of the letters some of them do have. Makes a dandy bank balance now and then. Them? Remember, I pick 'em old enough to have families, dignified jobs. Would they want to admit to chasing Bobby Soxers? They never squawk. My landlady thinks I'm the ideal tenant.
Oh, she's no trouble at all, the poor little thing. Infantile, you know. Has to take long walks every day and rest the rest of the time. Never any fun or dates like other pretty girls. Well, lucky she can afford it, I say. Be a county ward otherwise. And so sweet and quiet, uncomplaining, poor little soul.
Yes, Mrs. Tilford is a swell character witness. Of course, I always wear a coat over those uniforms near home, and I keep them locked up just in case she snoops. Yes, I've got a nice career in Hollywood. That is, I did have until last month.
You going out in this cold, Isabel?
Oh, this is a good heavy coat.
Well, don't you overdo now.
These walks are just what the doctor ordered.
Anyway, you sure look healthy enough.
Oh, thank heaven for that. Anything I can pick up for you on the way back?
Oh, no, thanks, dearie. I got everything done. Goodbye now.
Bye. I was dressed for Miss Cadwaller's school this time, and it was just letting out when I got there. I didn't have long to wait. You know, you get so you can tell by the way the cars move along the street if the guy's on the prowl. This one was driving a big black coupe, and he was a little younger than I liked, about 40, but you can't be too fussy. I stepped off the curb, pretending to look for a bus.
Waiting for the bus?
Why, yes, I am.
Which one?
The Bel Air bus.
Oh, I say, that's a shame.
Why?
I just passed it back there. Broke an axle.
Oh.
You know, I think I've seen you passing my house. What street do you live on?
Cameron.
Oh, sure. I'm just over on Bender. Hop in, I'll take you home.
Well, you're a neighbor. I guess it's... Gee, thanks, Mr.
Rice. Alex Rice. Insurance.
How do you do?
Like school?
I hate it. School's no fun. I'd like...
What?
Oh, excitement. Danger. I suppose you think I'm pretty silly.
No. No, I think you're the kind of girl who'll get excitement and danger.
Really?
Yes, really. Look, it's so early yet. Like to take the long way through the hills? It's pretty there now.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. I think the hills are divine. Oh, isn't it just out of this world?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
What's the initial on your bag for?
The initial?
Yeah. Irma?
Oh.
Inez? Ingeborg?
Oh, Ingeborg. You made that up.
No, it's Swedish. Imogene?
No, Irene. Irene Taylor.
A pretty name for a pretty girl.
I'll bet.
You have beautiful hair and eyes and a beautiful throat.
Well, throat.
Irene, you're very exciting.
Oh, Mr. Rice, I dropped my compact.
You don't need it.
But it might get stepped on.
You won't need it.
But I want it now.
All right. Don't yell so. Here, I'll get it for you. Oh!
Character, huh? Well, here, roll back a little. There. Well, what do you know? Rope. Now, why would a guy carry a piece of rope in his inside breast pocket? Nice wallet. Well, goodbye, Mr. Rice, and thanks for everything. Back home, I showered and changed and settled down to see what was in this wallet worth keeping. Only about $50. What made it so thick was a lot of newspaper clippings. Oh, no, it can't be. But it was. Those clippings were all about the Strangler, who'd murdered 5 girls in the last year, left them in the hills with a piece of rope around their necks and never a clue. And Alexander Rice carried his press notices. Alexander Rice carried a little piece of rope in his inside breast pocket, picked up girls, drove into the hills. And Alexander Rice wasn't his name. No, his driver's license said Benjamin Carney. I had picked up and slugged the Strangler. My latest sucker was the most dangerous man in the country.
For suspense, Autolite is bringing you Miss Lucille Ball in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say there, neighbor. I didn't get going very well on those Autolite Stay Full batteries.
Now, look here, Harlow Wilcox.
Never mind. I'm right back in there pitching. Gee, if I could only tell you about every one of those 400 Autolite automotive, aviation, and marine products. But that takes real breath, lots of breath. And while I'm not as short on taking breath as an Autolite Stay Full battery is on taking a drink, not by a jugful, even I just haven't got enough breath for that.
Well, if you just stop talking so
I
much...
can sure wind up and sound off on those Autolite Stay Full batteries, though. Making camels look like topers is just the beginning with them. They've got oversized electrical capacity plus fiberglass insulation. You know what that means, my friend?
Well, sure, I know what that means.
It means you should find out for yourself how long these batteries are bound to live. You'd have to hibernate like Rip Van Winkle. I guess you could at that if you had an Autolite Stay Full battery in your car.
I've got an Autolite.
Why, the way those Autolite engineers designed that Autolite Stay Full battery is so darned ingenious by Cornelius that you could pay as little attention to your Autolite Stay Full battery as Rip Van Winkle did to old Father Time. Go down to your Autolite dealer and get one right away. There's no better buy in batteries, my boy, because no better batteries be behind the byline of Barlow Bilcox.
Now, look, Wilcox. Oh, you got bees in my bonnet now. If you'll only pipe down, we'll hear some more of Suspense.
And now, Autolite brings back to a Hollywood soundstage Miss Lucille Ball as Isabel in A Little Piece of Rope. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
At first, I just shivered over my narrow escape. Why, if I hadn't been out to get him, he'd have gotten me. I'd be number 6 in tomorrow's headlines. Then I suddenly realized I was the only one who could identify him. I can't be silent, let him go on killing. I've got to go to the police station and tell them. I started to go out when it occurred to me I couldn't. I didn't dare go to the police and take the chance of exposing my own racket. If that ever came out, and it probably would, San Quentin, here I come. It seems they're a little stuffy about people who carry blackjacks and steal wallets and sell letters. So, instead, I went for a walk. A real one this time, and just tried to think. Pretty soon another thought hit me. He knew I could identify him by now. The Strangler was no fool. He'd have me figured out and know the kind of place and time to look for me. And he'd certainly be looking for me, to kill me, to shut my mouth forever. I had to find a way to...
City desk, Thompson.
I know who the Strangler is.
Who's this?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, I see. Well, what can you tell me? You know his name?
Benjamin Carney.
Carney?
Carney, 1156A, Boydell Street.
Yeah, description?
About 40, 5'9" or 10, 160 pounds, dark hair, eyes, skin, even features. Not ugly, not handsome. Drives a big black coupe, late model.
Got it. Any identifying marks? Mustache?
No, nothing.
And how do you know this guy's the Strangler?
I just know. Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute.
So you can trace the call? There'd been hundreds of phony clues, and he thought mine was another. But surely they'd check that name and address. All the way home, I had a creepy feeling he was around somewhere, following me, waiting. The evening paper barely mentioned my call, just listed it with several others. Radio wasn't very much better.
An unidentified woman phoned in a description of the killer as a 40-year-old brunette, medium height and weight, with no distinguishing features, driving a new black coupe. Police checks revealed that such a man, with the name she gave, had moved from the address given several months before the first of the Strangler murders, but there is no further trace of him. Investigation continues, but it is believed this is another spite accusation. A Portland, Oregon woman reported the Strangler as the man who entered her hen house last night and...
No use phoning again. I didn't think a letter would help much either, but I tried. Being careful it couldn't be traced to me, and mailed it to a newspaper that night.
Hey, Mike, you going to the courthouse? Take this to O'Shea, will you? Another Strangler letter telling all. Why can't he just strangle letter writers? One more and I'll strangle somebody.
Another failure. The letter wasn't even printed. I was getting jumpy from being cooped up like a prisoner. What if he couldn't find me as long as I stayed home? I was losing money every day I didn't pull my act. I could leave town, but why should I give up this good thing, my perfect setup? I'd been doing fine. In another year, I could quit the racket, make friends, invest my money, maybe even get married. But now this had happened. I'd never be safe. Not as long as we both lived. I finally faced it. I have to find him and kill him. This time I put an ad in the personals column. Would he see it? Well, I'd run it till he did. A.K. Rice can book your rope act for mutual profit.
Have immediate out-of-town engagement. Signed, Slugger. Rope act. Mutual profit, huh?
I knew that would get him because it sounded like blackmail. And by pretending to fall for a shakedown, he'd hope to get close enough to kill me. Only it was going to be the other way around. And so our strange correspondence began. He answered right away.
Slugger. Interested in offer.
Offers. Send details. Box 047M 298. Rice. I had him hooked. I didn't lose any time writing. Dear Mr. Rice, I have an invention which I think you'll want for your
rope act. It's expensive, but remember, it's completely silent. And yours exclusively if we agree on terms. Signed, Slugger. Mm-hmm. Completely silent. It's delicious. And expensive. Yes, indeed. Slugger, give price
and details of contract. Rice. So close now. I couldn't afford the slightest mistake now or... Dear Mr. Rice, 5,000 cash buys complete
assortment of paper and leather goods. Time and place of meeting must be my choice, but decide fast. I must leave town immediately. Signed, Slugger. P.S. You should never have left that snapshot in your wallet. It's awfully good of you. Snapshot? I thought Oh, no. I didn't burn it. So, the little lady's in a jam. Needs money to hide out. And I can help her make her getaway? Oh, I can indeed. Slugger, price okay.
We'll close at your convenience, Rice. I've got him. My plan was as foolproof as I could make it. I packed a suitcase with the kind of clothes I'd hate to be found dead in, and maybe I would be, and told Mrs. Milford I was taking a vacation with friends.
Oh, I'm so glad, dearie. I said to Miss Knight yesterday, that child should have country air. City air just don't do the same for you.
Yes, I know it'll do me good.
And you stay longer if they ask you. Don't worry about me holding the apartment for you.
Well, thanks a lot, Mrs. Tilford. It's certainly nice of you. I have to catch that train now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice time now.
I took those awful clothes to the bus depot, changed, washed, and let the soap dry on my face till it was white and shiny and 10 years older. With my hair skinned back tight under an old beret, I saw a stranger in the mirror. Baby face was gone. Good. No one had noticed me, and looking like this, nobody would. Then I walked to another apartment I'd rented by phone last week. It was in a dingy neighborhood. I'm Miss Sproat.
Oh, Miss Sprout, you can move right in. The people left yesterday. Here, this is the key. It's the first door at the head of the stairs.
Fine, I'll go right up.
It ain't clean yet. Them stairs bother me so.
No, I'd really rather do it myself, thank you.
Well, I'll just leave you alone then.
Now I was Miss Annie Sproat, librarian, and I looked as much like Isabel Towns, baby face, as an alley cat looks like a Persian. I sat down to write the last letter. Dear Mr. Rice, come to 609 Fitzgilbert Place at 10 p.m.
Friday. And don't try to come near me, or I'll scream my head off. Tap 5 times, come in, and stand right by the door while we make sure neither of us is double-crossing the other. Have the money in an unsealed envelope. I want that traveling money, but I'd rather take a chance on the cops than on you, so follow instructions. Slugger. You fool. You baby-faced fool.
He'd have to make sure the layout was right before he'd dare attack me. And the more precautions I took, the more he'd believe I was on the level. Near the door where he'd stand, I put a chest with a lamp on it. That was my booby trap, that lamp. The room was so dimly lit, he'd have to light my lamp to look at the wallet. And when he pulled the light chain, he'd shoot himself. I had a gun fixed where the bulb should be, and the chain pulled the trigger. It was set to get him in the chest. Heart, if I was lucky. Dead or not, I'd leave him there for the cops, with his wallet and clippings. Pretty cute, huh? And I'd skip out the back way with all that beautiful money, go to the depot, become Isabel Towns again, safe and free. I wore gloves all the time I was there, and the suitcase with Isabel Towns' identity in it was ready by the back door. The hours passed like centuries, and the old house creaked like a sick old man in a squeaky bed. Of course, it might be the house, or it might be someone on the stairs. And then it was 10 o'clock. I was standing at the other end of the room, facing the door. The light was very dim. I I heard the feet coming up the stairs, or was it just the creaking of the old house? No. No.
Good evening, Slugger. You see, I'm prompt, Slugger.
Stand where you are.
Certainly.
Did you bring the money?
Yes, indeed. Here. This envelope.
Throw it down in the middle of the room, between us. Go ahead, throw it down. It'll stay there while you examine the leather goods.
Do you have the wallet? Here.
Yes. Throw the money. I can't reach it from here, you know. It's quite safe.
All right. There. The wallet. Where is it?
On that chest beside you, by the lamp.
Yes. Well, thanks, Slugger.
Aren't you going to look to see that everything's there?
Why should I? I trust you. So long, babyface. See you around.
He's gotten away, alive. He must have guessed I'd done something to the lamp. So he was still alive and still dangerous. But at least I had the money, the $5,000. I picked up the envelope and opened it. There was nothing in it but pieces of newspaper cut to the size of bills. Why, you dirty cheat! I ran to the door and opened it. I looked out, but he wasn't in sight. Maybe I could catch him before he got out of the house. Oh, you won't get away with this. I stepped into the hall, and before I could turn, I felt the rope around my neck. His hands were pulling it tight.
Oh, baby. I told you I'd see you around. Didn't I? There you are, baby. You're paid off in full. Now, we'll just go back inside. Let's see. I guess you'll be safe on the floor while we finish our business. Now, I'll take a look at that wallet, baby. You might have held out some of those clippings. I'll just turn on this light. Ah!
Thank you, Lucille Ball, for a splendid performance. Miss Ball will return in just a moment.
Say, Hap, you going back to Oregon?
Well, how long?
That's a nice trip if you can get it with an Autolite Stay Full battery. You know, I'd advise you to get a sign for your thumb saying, any car with Autolite Stay Full batteries can carry me. I forgot my canteen.
But how long?
Of course, you could buy an Autolite Stay Full battery and simply insist that whoever picked you up use your battery. But you couldn't get back to Oregon that way. No, sirree. They'd never let you out of the car just so they could keep that wonderful Autolite Stay Full battery. Let's see. After you got to Oregon, you could go to Washington, Montana, Minnesota, Maine, New York, and
But
Florida.
Harlow, I've been trying to tell you I've got an Autolite Stay Full battery.
Oh, well, then you know that Autolite means batteries.
Stay Full battery.
Autolite means spark plugs.
Ignition engineered spark plug.
Autolite means ignition system.
The lifeline of your car.
And now here again is Miss Lucille Ball.
It's always a great pleasure to appear on Suspense, especially when the part is so unusual and exciting.
That's right, Miss Ball. The part of Isabel tonight was very different from your regular radio role on My Favorite Husband.
Plug?
Why not?
Why not? Something like, listen to Lucille Ball as Liz Cougat on My Favorite Husband every Saturday night.
Over your favorite CBS station. All right?
Wonderful. And I hope all of you will be listening next week when Suspense presents William Powell in a role that's also different from the parts he's been playing lately. He's playing a man who's just stolen $250,000 and then finds out that... But you'll hear about it next Thursday when Suspense brings you Give Me Liberty, another gripping study in...
Suspense.
Lucille Ball may soon be seen in the Paramount production Sorrowful Jones. Barry Kroger was heard tonight in the part of the Strangler. Tonight's suspense play was written by Virginia Cross, with music composed by Lucian Morawek and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as John Garfield, Margaret O'Brien, Sidney Greenstreet, Agnes Moorehead, Edmund O'Brien, and many others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear William Powell in Give Me Liberty.
This is the Autolite Suspense Show. Here's your party, Miss Ball.
We should all support our local community chest in their drives for funds. Money is badly needed for aid to the handicapped, child care, hospitals, clinics, and a host of other humanitarian services. Subscribe to your local community chest. Everybody benefits, everybody gives. Thank you.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. And now, Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations present
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you Fibber McGee and Molly in Backseat Driver, a suspense play produced and directed by Anton M. Leader.
Say, Harlow, looks like Old Home Week on Suspense tonight.
Old Home Week, Hap? Well, I wouldn't say that. Not with millions of Autolite resistor spark plugs finding new homes in every make of car in America.
I know, Harlow. I meant Old Home Week because...
Why, Hap, there just isn't going to be any old or new home for more and more narrow gap spark plugs because they're being replaced in their old homes by wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs. With Autolite resistor spark plugs, your car, my car, Fibber's car, everybody's car idles smoother, gives better performance with lean gas mixtures, saves gas dollars, and cuts down spark plug interference with radio and television reception. There's one way for every car to be spark plugged right with Autolite resistor spark plugs. Only Autolite offers car and truck owners everywhere the sensational advantages of the resistor type spark plug.
And now, Autolite presents Fibber McGee and Molly in a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
It can't happen to you. You read about stuff like that in the papers. Girls murdered and mutilated, drunks left dying in the gutter for the handful of change they had in their pockets, lonesome old men tortured because some hoodlum gets the idea they're misers with a pot of gold hidden under the floorboards of the shack. Sure, you know it's real, but it can't happen to you. Oh, you get your fair share of trouble. I've been a professional man here in Los Angeles for 30 years. I've met up with bums and grifters and petty sharpers. They're around in any business. But the viciousness, the real deep-down dirt, that's for somebody else. You do your work and go home to your family. And for a real bang-up evening to break the monotony, you take your wife out to a movie. That's what I did that Saturday night. We'd driven all the way in from the San Fernando Valley to Beverly Hills for a picture Ellie especially wanted to see.
Wasn't that a good movie, Joe?
Uh-huh.
Just the kind I like. Songs and dancing and girls in pretty clothes. Oh, I get so tired of cops and robbers.
What's wrong with cops and robbers?
Oh, you know what I mean. Murder movies. Honestly, all the policemen stupid and all the crooks sneering out of the corners of their mouths.
Yeah, the stuff those Hollywood boys dream up. You'd think the streets were knee-deep in blood and you couldn't hear yourself think for machine guns.
Yeah.
Well, here we are, honey.
You get in first.
Okay. All right, Ellie?
Well, now, just a second. All right, Joe. Don't forget the gas.
I got plenty to take us out to the valley. I'll fill up at Bill's.
Dee-da-da. Dee. You remember how that song goes, Joe?
What song?
In the picture? You know, Two on the Moon. The one the boy sang to the girl.
Oh, that one. Let's see. Heck, I don't know.
Oh, well. We'll be hearing it again on the radio.
How about turning it on?
The radio?
Yeah.
Sure.
Set her around 1100. We ought to get some news in a few minutes. I'd like to hear whether they caught that fellow.
That awful mass murderer?
Uh-huh. They spotted him in L.A. this afternoon, but he got away.
I know. You told us at supper. It makes you shiver.
Don't worry. He won't get away with it. We left the lights of Beverly Hills behind and turned into Coldwater Canyon. It's as quick a way as any to get us across the Hollywood Hills to the valley. It's dark in the canyon, quiet, with mighty little traffic at night. I cut my lights up full and we swept up the side of the ridge. News program came on, but I didn't pay much attention. The fellow was talking about brush fires. They'd already put out one near my place, though they were still patrolling it. We were over the ridge and sliding down to the valley before the program got to the part I wanted to hear.
There it is.
Pick it up higher, Ellie.
And now the latest news on the New Hampshire murderer. 2 weeks ago, Louis Matrick wiped out an entire family in Greenlee, New Hampshire. Today, he was spotted 3,000 miles from the scene of his crime. At 5:30 this afternoon, a patrolman saw and definitely identified Matrick in downtown Los Angeles.
He is here.
However, by darting through heavy traffic at the risk of his life, the killer was again able to make his escape. According to neighbors of the slaughtered family, Matrick first appeared in Greenlee about a year ago. From fingerprints in the Noland home, Louis Matrick has been identified as Lloyd Matthews, ex-convict. He is wanted for questioning in the robbery and murder of a New York storekeeper a year ago.
Oh, my.
A crime that netted the killer less than $20.
Can you imagine?
Matrick, or Matthews, is 32 years old, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 155 pounds. He has blue eyes, light brown hair, nose slanted to the left. When seen this afternoon, he was wearing a blue suit and a gray pork pie hat. He...
Awful. Awful.
Not pretty, no.
And he's somewhere around L.A. this minute. Joe,
Hmm?
you think it's right us leaving Annie and Bud all alone while
Now, Ellen. Annie's grown up, and Bud's a smart youngster, if I do say so myself. You can't wrap kids in cotton wool.
I know. Oh, I'm silly, I guess. Neighbors close all around. All they'd have to do is yell. But what would make a young man do a dreadful thing like that?
Could be a lot of things. Maybe he's got a screw loose. Maybe he went nuts over a girl. Maybe he gets a kick out of killing like
you
some
know
of...
all the answers, don't you?
Oh, Joe!
Hey, what the...
Keep going. Go on, keep going. I got a gun here and I'll use it. Tell him you.
Ellie?
Against the back of my neck. I can feel it. Cold.
Well, are you gonna move?
Okay. Okay, brother. You're the boss.
You said it. I'm boss, and remember it. Otherwise, I'll blow a hole through your wife's head. I've had experience in these things.
For suspense, Autolite is bringing you Fibber McGee and Molly in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Harlow, I've got to run. My wife Mary just called up and said someone stole our Autolite resistor spark plugs right out of the engine of our car.
Gosh, Hap, I didn't know they were that precious. Skip along.
So long.
Oh, that Mary. What a girl. She's wonderful. I said to Hap the other day, she's got everything an Autolite resistor spark plug's got. Hap comes right back and says to me, has she got a 10,000 ohm resistor? Does she save me gas and money, Harlow? And then right away he says, tell me this. Does Mary improve radio and television reception? Well, by Cornelius, I couldn't stand it any longer. What's Mary got to do with that, I cried. Nothing, shouts the triumphant Hap. Right, I shout back, but by Cornelius, those sleek, slim, trim, smart, swift starting Autolite resistor spark plugs have. Why, when it comes to plugs, even mine, there's no plug as good as a set of Autolite resistor spark plugs. And those wonderful wonders are made by the Autolite Company, the marvelous makers of spark plugs, batteries, complete ignition systems, and over 400 automotive, aviation, and marine parts.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Fibber McGee and Molly in Backseat Driver, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I drove that car like we were skirting the rim of the Grand Canyon with nothing between us and the bottom but a mile of country air. This was it, the thing that happens to other people, to the ones that end up on slabs in the morgue. But not to me, not to Ellie. The first car we'd seen since we left traffic swooped down behind us. It passed, but not before the headlights caught our passenger clean in my rearview mirror. He was hunched forward, sitting on the edge of the back seat so he could keep the gun rammed into the nape of Ellie's neck. He had light brown hair, pale eyes, and a nose that slanted. His mouth twitched, jittery. As the car went by, his eyes caught mine in the mirror and flickered.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Sure. Lose your hat?
Bright boy. Like I said, you know all the answers. No, I didn't lose it. I stuffed it down a drain.
Still wearing the blue suit, though.
I figured it changed pretty quick now. Think yours will fit me?
You can have the suit and the car. Just let it.
Ellen.
Joe, it's Matrick.
The missus is bright, too.
He crawled in here while we were in the movie. Joe, you should have had the car door fixed. You know better.
Honey, I meant to. I was going to tend to that tomorrow.
Shut up! Let's see if you can both be bright enough to keep your trap shut. Turn left on Ventura. Take the slow lane. And don't try playing no tricks. I've been in this burg before.
Okay by me.
That's real white of you. Straight out to open country, Mac. Then I'll take the missus up on that offer of the suit and car.
What happens to us?
Why, you just walk home. What else? Play it safe, and you ain't got a thing to worry about.
That was a laugh, that was. Nothing to worry about. That'd kill you. Once we got out into open country, we'd have a chance of walking away from the car. All a murderer can hope for is time. He doesn't leave witnesses around to get the law on his tail 1 second sooner than necessary. All I could do was stall and pray and make what feeble gestures I could at Lady Luck. The thing that came into my mind was so risky it brought my hair up on end. But there was a chance, provided that trigger finger didn't start jerking. In the bright lights of the boulevard, I didn't think he'd notice, but a traffic officer would. I turned into Ventura and took the far lane, obedient as a whipped pup. Must have made 2 or 3 miles before I heard what I was hoping for.
What's that?
Huh? Oh, the siren? Why, an ambulance, I guess. We hear a lot of them.
That ain't no
here.
ambulance. It's a motorcycle cop.
Joe, it's young Mike Kennedy. He patrols this stretch.
What are you up to? What are you trying to pull?
Nothing. The kid's a friend of
Think
ours.
you can get me easy, huh? Well, I warned you. I ain't going alone. You asked for it.
Listen, will you? The kid lives near us, practically grew up under our feet. All he wants is to pass the time of day or maybe send a message to our Annie.
Yeah?
Yeah. You start popping now and we'll all be dead. Keep your shirt on and I'll get rid of him.
Okay. But it better be good.
I pulled to the curb and Mike came up alongside. He sat balancing the bike between his knees, and the grin on his face was a mile wide. It had worked. At least we were still alive, and Mike wasn't 2 feet away. But where did we go from here? I had to think, but my brain was wet wool. My tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Well, what do you know if it isn't Uncle Joe?
Something funny, kid?
After all the times you've read us the riot act about observing the letter of the law. Oh, brother, wait till I tell Annie.
Mike Kennedy, what's the matter with you? I didn't notice anything wrong.
Hi, Aunt Ellie. Nothing much the matter. Just Uncle Joe here proceeding sedately out the boulevard with his headlights up full.
Headlights? By golly, that's right. I must have forgotten to dim them.
You oughtn't to forget those things, Joe. Someday a big bad cop might come along and haul you off to the state. Hey, is that Annie back there?
No, it isn't.
It's our new neighbor, Mike, Mr. Anderson.
That right? Glad to meet you, sir.
Hello?
I didn't know there were any vacancies out our way.
Well, there weren't until recently. Mr. Anderson has taken over the Charles place.
The Charles place? Are you kidding?
No. Looks like things got too much for old man Charles at last. He's clearing out for good.
Kind of sudden, wasn't it?
I guess so.
Well, that's too bad. For old man Charles, I mean. Mighty nice for Mr. Anderson, though. Good places are hard to find these days. All right, Uncle Joe. I'll let you off this time. Give my love to Annie.
Mike!
Watch it.
Yes, sir?
Nothing. Just come see us soon, boy. Always glad to have you.
Thanks. I'll be around my next night off. I got a date with Annie. So long.
That was that. Mike turned his bike and headed back down the boulevard. The chance had come and gone. But it felt to me like half my mind went off with the boy yelling at him. Must have been half a minute before I could pull myself together and ease back into traffic. Nobody said anything. I didn't dare to, and neither did Ellie. I couldn't see her, but I could feel her holding herself stiff as a ramrod, scared even to turn her head. When two people have lived together as long as we have, each one knows what the other one is thinking. I went back to driving and praying. That and cutting my eyes up to the mirror, just in case there might be a white motorcycle eye following us. There wasn't, of course. Back in the back, I knew he was watching, too. Those flickering eyes darting like lightning between us and the rear window. He was too busy checking to talk. Not that that helped much. Rage and fear were pouring out of him so thick you could have grabbed a hunk of the atmosphere in your hand. It was queer to drive along like that on the crowded highway. Traffic streaming both ways. Lights from drugstores and cocktail joints and eating houses blazing to the sky. And to know if I lifted a finger for help, I'd sign our death warrants. It had to be luck, all luck. There was still a chance I'd get it. The way I figured it, we'd started out with just about enough gas to get us back to Bill's station. When we hit that, the meter ought to show empty. Gas gauge was hidden from me by the rim of the steering wheel, but I was pretty sure I was right. I waited until I saw the red and green lights above Bill's pumps a block and a half away. Then very slow and easy, I slumped over for a peek at the gauge. I leaned just too far.
Shut up.
Sure.
What now? What were you looking at?
I was just easing the crick out of my neck.
Yes, you was. You was looking at the dash. You... Oh, so that's it. Fresh out of gas.
Look, I just remembered...
Don't give me that. You knew it all along. From now on, you keep your hands on the wheel, Mac, but leave me do the driving. Turn into that filling station. Get high-test gas and fill her up.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Bill.
Evening,
Hello,
Ellie.
Bill.
Oh, evening, sir. Up to the top?
Yeah, Ethel.
Ethel it is. Here you've been to the pictures, eh?
Uh-huh.
You people know everybody in the whole valley.
We've lived here 30 years, from back when this was just farmland. Of course, we know lots of people.
I don't like it. Get the gas and get out.
Say, I was up to Miranda's for supper.
That right?
Oh, boy, her chili gets better every time. Don't see how it can, but it does. She's saving some for you. Said you'd be around after the show.
Oh, my, I saw Miranda this afternoon and told her we'd be by for sure, Joe.
That'll be $3.50 on the nose.
$3 and $50.
Mm.
Thanks, Bill.
Same to you.
What was all that about?
Nothing much.
Come on. I got to ask you everything twice.
Miranda runs a drive-in up the road a ways. On show nights, we usually drop in for a carton of chili to take home.
I just hope she won't call home when we don't show up and get Annie all worried.
Wait a minute. Drive-in, you said?
Yeah.
And this Miranda could start checking on you?
I didn't mean it like that. It's
She
just...
could call your Annie, and between the two of them, they'd have the cops on the lookout for you before midnight.
You're crazy.
Like a fox. I ain't kept ahead of the buttons all this time by taking chances. We'll just pick up that chili, Mac.
You want to go to Miranda's?
Why not? Leave Annie get a beauty sleep. I can cover a lot of ground before tomorrow morning. I ain't eaten so good lately, I could use the food, too. And with you and the missus to front for me, what's to worry about?
He was right about that. I went back to driving and praying. Miranda's place is one of those goldfish bowls, mostly glass with light pouring out across the space marked for outside service. She saw us pulling up, grabbed a quart carton off the back shelf, and hustled to the door.
Here you are, Ellie. I was just saying to Betsy. Better fix up that chili, Betsy. It's about time Ellie and Joe's showing up, figuring the distance from Beverly Hills.
Thank you, Miranda.
Who's that in the back seat? I don't seem to recollect your face, young man, though anybody'll tell you I never forget a face.
Well, this is Mr. Anderson, Miranda. He just came out here from the east.
Oh, is that a fact? Say, Joe, you planning to go straight up Ventura home?
Sure, why?
Oh, don't you do it. Go the back way, even if it does take longer. Of course, the brush fire between here and your place is out, but there are still 50, 60 men patrolling it.
What's that?
Oh, but that ain't nothing to what's going on further out the valley. That new fire's clean out of control, licking up hundreds of acres. Well, they've been sending truckloads of firefighters past here all evening, and the road's blocked for miles,
The road's
they
blocked.
tell me. For miles, they tell me. And all them poor ranchers losing their homes. Being from the east, you wouldn't understand. But brush fires is awful things once they get out.
Thanks. Start moving. We take the back way to your house.
To our house?
What say? Oh, you staying with Ellie and Joe?
Yeah, until I can get into my own place. What are we waiting for?
Night, Miranda.
Well, goodbye. Be sure you come see me, Mr. Anderson. I'll be looking for you.
So there it was. We weren't going to the country. We weren't going to be left to rot at the foot of a cliff or buried deep in brush. No. We were going home. Home to the kids. Taking a murderer with us. I still couldn't see Ellie, but I could feel her tensing up, tight as a pulled drawstring.
Mr. Matrick, you didn't mean what you said, did you, about coming home with us?
You know a better place I can hide out till the road's open?
But it wouldn't be safe. We've got neighbors close all around. If somebody sees you...
Nobody'll see me. Nobody better.
Joe, couldn't we get around the fire?
Yeah, that'd be better. We could try. There are other roads through the valley. Listen, Matrick, we'll nose around and find a way through somehow.
Cut it out. You heard the old biddy. Hundreds of acres burning. Firefighters, cops. Get off the highway. We're going home.
No, I won't have it. Joe, you stop the car right here.
Shut up.
You heard me, Joe. I won't have him in my house, not with Annie and Bud.
I said shut up!
For Lord's sake, Ellie.
It doesn't matter about us, but the kids. I won't let him
One
touch
word
them.
out of you!
Joe, stop!
Ellen, hush.
Oh, Joe.
Don't say another thing. I'm sorry, honey, but Matrick's the boss. We gotta do like he says.
That's telling her. Sure. Do like I say, and everything will be rosy. You got no call to worry about the kids. I like kids. As long as nobody gives me the brush off. We'll wake them up soon as we get home. And you and this Annie can fix up a chili supper for us. We'll have us a picnic. And then, as soon as the fire's out, we'll all take a trip to the country. Another picnic, huh?
You keep going. As long as you're breathing, you keep going. Even when it looks like there's no way out, you hang on by your toenails. We poked up and down those Black Valley streets that twist and turn and sometimes wind up in dead ends. Ellie stopped crying after a while. She slumped down with her head rolling on the seat back, limp as a rag doll with the stuffing leaked out. It took a long time, but it had to come to an end. I saw the bulk of the house looming up. There was light sneaking around the edges of the blinds up in Annie's room. She wasn't asleep after all. She'd be sitting up in bed, maybe plastering red stuff on her fingers and dreaming about the date with Mike. Bud's room was dark. He'd be wrapped in covers like in a cocoon and dreaming. Whatever boys dream, I couldn't remember. I pulled up to the concrete walk I'd poured with my own hands before there was any Annie or Bud. I cut the lights. In a second or two, my eyes got used to the dark. I could make out the high hedge Ellie planted around the place and the roof rising up beyond it.
Out, missus. Face the house. Now you, Mac. Slide out the same side. Stand beside her. Walk to the door. Slow and no funny business. I'm right behind you.
Look out, Joe!
Lie down!
I'll tell you!
Hold him, boys. It's okay, Mike. Got him.
You all right, Uncle Joe? Aunt Ellie?
Ellie. Ellie, honey, you all right?
All right, indeed. Smack flat on my face on a concrete walk and you falling on me.
Nothing wrong with her.
That's my girl.
Oh, well, don't just stand there. Help me up.
Here you are.
Oh, I've got to get in the house before the kids come busting out here. I won't have them mixed up in this.
Well, how's he doing, boys?
Got him through the gun hand on the right shoulder. See?
A lucky shot, copper. If you weren't lucky, you'd all be cold meat now.
Maybe. Matrick, isn't it, Uncle Joe?
That's him. Miranda described him to you, eh?
The old girl didn't miss a trick. She even knew you were taking the back way home. You left a clear trail, Uncle Joe. Slick work.
I had to get him out of the car before the fireworks started. Ellie didn't stand a chance. She helped, though. Ellie catches on quick.
I'll bet.
A mean guy like Matrick. Make him think you don't want to do something, and he'll break his neck doing it. I let on I was trying to run out of gas. That got us to Bill's. Then we both made out there was no sense going to Miranda's, so we got bullied into going to Miranda's. It was 1,000 to 1 she'd run off at the mouth about the brush fires and scare him into hiding out. After that, all Ellie had to do was turn on the hysterics. He was dead set on coming here.
Bright boy, like I said.
Bright enough. You did all right, too, Mike. I was watching the rearview mirror all the time you were tailing us, but you never showed.
You knew I was there, though. When one officer starts double-talking another officer, he wants to know why.
Officer, double talk. You never said a thing to him except that I'd bought some place out here.
Yeah, the Charles place.
Poor old man Charles. In a tough spot and moving out for good.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Matrick, didn't anybody ever tell you it wasn't smart to take up with strangers? Maybe I'd better introduce myself. The name's Charles. Joe Charles. Detective, homicide. Tonight I was off duty and was just taking my wife to a movie.
Thank you, Fibber McGee and Molly, for a splendid performance.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Bud. We're not used to doing a show with a gun stuck in our backs.
No.
We're used to doing them with Jack Benny breathing down our necks. Or vice versa. But that guy over there, he looks familiar.
Why, dearie, that's Mr. Wilcox.
Old Waxy himself? The guy that sells Johnson's wax on our Tuesday show?
Not Waxy on Thursdays, dearie. Sparky.
Sparky, eh? Well, what do you know? Hey, Junior.
Hello, Fibber. Hello, Molly.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Say, you two were terrific tonight. Tell me, did you drive over from Wistful Vista?
Uh-oh. Molly, I'm afraid to answer that.
Because if you did, I hope your car had Autolite resistor spark plugs.
See what I mean?
And listen, pal, if I were you, I'd stop and see an Autolite serviceman on the way home. That old bolt
Listen,
of yours...
Waxy, Sparky, you don't have to tell me where to stop. I stopped on the way over. Why, those masterful miracles of manufacturing magnificent...
Oh, now, McGee, that's Mr. Wilcox's story. Let him tell it.
Well, what Fibber means is that Autolite parts are original factory parts. Autolite Parts and Service and your car go together like McGee and Molly, Hap and Harlow, Amos and Andy. So when you replace worn-out parts, visit your Autolite service station or the dealer who sells your make of car and ask for original factory parts and service. Leading cars use them all. Autolite makes them all. Be right. Get Autolite Parts and Service.
Just a minute, Fibber and Molly. Don't go away.
Oh, that's right. You want us to say that word.
If you please.
Oh, yes. Well, go ahead, McGee.
No, you say it, Molly.
Well, why don't we both say it then?
Okay. Well, I know you're going to want to hear radio's outstanding theater of thrills next week because Charles Lawton is going to be on the program.
Yes, and in a famous story by John Collier called Demortius. And it's another gripping study in suspense.
Tonight's suspense play was by Sally Thorson, with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as James Mason, Jane Wyman, and many others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear Charles Lawton in Demortius.
You will find Autolite service stations listed in your classified telephone directory under Automotive Electrical Equipment. You're right with Autolite.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.